you had a weird day, Tania?
Oh, I just said that today's been weird.
Why? Because what did you say on Facebook? What kind of moon is it? What's happening? Something's in retrograde.
Tequila moon.
Yeah, huh, man.
No, I said Mercury's retrograding in Aquarius.
Okay. What does that mean?
Please explain to me.
But first of all, I feel like that's the every girl who swear they into astrology. That's the line they love to quote.
Retrograde.
Yeah,
retrograde.
That's all they know.
No. So, okay, you got to think. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it spins on a...
I got you.
It spins a certain way at all times. However, because Mercury is so close to the sun, it retrogrades 3 to 4 times a year. So this occurs every 3 to 4 months.
Right.
And it's just where it gets too close to the sun, so it has to spin the opposite way to not go into the sun. So when its force changes, there is a wind force that's different. So because we have satellites outside of the Earth,
yeah,
that is why certain times of year it's like signals dropped for everybody. There's no internet service. So it's not like some magical entity. It's literally wind hitting satellites that's causing the technology issues.
Does it supposed to make people act different? Why is this
However,
a common quote?
it's just that when things are in retrograde, it's like you usually generally get exes hit you back up all of a sudden, and you think they miss you, and they don't miss your ass. It's retrograding. It's just that Mercury is the planet of communication. Therefore, they might want to talk to you just for 5 minutes, but you may take that shit way too deep. And then in a week or so, when it's about to be over, they're like, you know, that was nice. Just wanted to catch up with you. Didn't really want anything from you.
I wonder, can we start using astrology as men though? Like,
you can't use astrology as men.
What I mean, can I text somebody right now? I miss them, and then like when I flip on them in a couple of days, be like, bro, Mercury was in retrograde.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. However, no, that's some shiesty shit. But I mean,
I just feel like women don't. They want it to apply to them, but they don't let us use it.
No, what happens is,
I'm gonna study this shit. I'm gonna start killing
like.
though.
I don't feel like a lot of people actually know what's going on when they say it. Mm-hmm. They just seen it from people who they think to be peaceful. And everybody's searching for peace, so it seems like some peaceful shit to tag on to.
Nah, I'm gonna start flipping like when girls get cheated on, be like, why he cheat on me? I'm gonna be like, shit.
Mercury was in retrograde.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Pluto was too close to Venus, or I'm gonna say some shit like that. I'm gonna read up, I'm gonna study, and I'm gonna start killing them.
So the thing is, that is what I do.
He
with
was
astrology.
a Sagittarius moon. They cheat. You should have known that.
I have a Sagittarius moon. We don't cheat. Shut up. Anyways,
would you really just make up some shit and hit the nail on the head?
Yeah, man, facts.
I do. That is how I use astrology, for me not to feel like people are actually evil. Like, I use it to be like, okay, let me look at this chart. And then when I look at the chart, I'm like, oh, this explains this. They weren't really being shady to me. They really just don't give a fuck.
It really don't explain it, though.
That shit didn't explain nothing.
if it helps you, but
it explains stuff for me.
Thing.
Yeah, I mean, whatever helps you. How about this? I got a question before I introduce everybody, right? How many emojis is too lame for a dude? Like, can a dude over emoji you?
Yes.
If you don't say words and I don't know what the fuck you mean, yes.
Now, like, what if you say something funny and I hit you with like 8 laughing emojis? That's too many?
No,
I overlap?
I like for people to think I'm funny. I'm gonna think that's cute.
Right. I'm just wondering, is there any...
You can't send over hard eyes. You can't send over...
How many is too many hard eyes?
More than 3.
So 3. So if they get small, you just sent too many.
It's just kind of like...
Because you said 3, they stay big, right?
It's just kind of like, you don't like me that much. You tripping.
Okay.
He said if they get small.
Then that's too many. That's a good... Yeah. I can live with that, though. Because, you know, if you said 4 of them, they get small. Okay.
You're just being extra at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I can rock with that, though. I would just...
And 1 is not enough.
1 is cool. 1 is cool. That's very blunt.
But 1 kind of seemed like
1 is for a stranger. Like if I'm DMing you for the first time, you do 1.
Right. Like,
let's say 1 to me is the dude that is kind of like intriguing because you don't know if he like you enough yet, but he still.
But I feel like
I said for a stranger.
I feel like 1 mean I'm done with the conversation. Like, you know how you share jokes and then I hit you with the 1?
And
it's
you
like,
hi. Yeah, I'll be like, damn, what's wrong?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see if it was like do girls get like, oh, this nigga just sent too many hearts or something like that? Like, that's too much. I don't know if it was a lame nigga amount of emojis.
I don't mind emojis. I don't like over pet names. Like, let's say after the first time you call me gorgeous, you don't have to continue that every time. It makes me feel like it's not real.
You can't even tell them they beautiful.
No.
Now, if you stop saying it.
No. I mean, like, everything you say. hey, gorgeous, how's your day? Gorgeous, what are you doing today? Gorgeous. That just sounds like that's in your phone and you send it.
Well, it could be.
It worked for you one time and now you just don't want to let it go.
But it could be affirmation. I'm just trying to, I'm giving you words of encouragement.
It's a lose with these folks, brother.
No, it's not a lose. Lose is just don't tell me all the time.
That's fucking wild.
Well,
you hear that?
I don't want to.
That sounds crazy.
This is what men have to put up with.
You know
I just want y'all to know what we gotta learn.
I didn't do anything to become how I
Don't
look.
take care of me too much. Don't
Hold on,
love
wait,
on me too much.
wait. Say that again. No, please repeat that.
This is genetics. I don't have nothing to do with my mom and daddy deciding to fucking creating how I look.
So you can't tell a woman she gorgeous because she ain't had nothing to do with it.
I would rather somebody think I'm funny than to think I'm gorgeous. Gorgeous is just you're looking at me. You're not listening to me. You don't actually see me.
What if I don't think you funny? That's an acquired taste. But I still think
for sure you think I'm attractive, and so
that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna be deep enough for me. Is what I'm saying.
Can I tell you something as a brother though?
Because what if I get ugly? Now you can't call me gorgeous every day.
Right.
I might still think
gorgeous,
you gorgeous.
gorgeous don't necessarily mean your looks though. That's what y'all not understanding. Like you could just be a gorgeous human. Like that could be your soul. That could be you in general.
But you wouldn't say that after every comment you make.
I would.
How's your day, gorgeous?
I would if sometimes
everything you say.
If you somebody I'm into, right? And especially if you're the only person I'm entertaining and I'm into you like that, I'm gonna call you gorgeous.
Okay,
that might be your name.
No, I didn't say that it was like that though. Like I'm saying, like the first time you start writing the person, you're just like, "Hello, gorgeous."
No, if I text you that every day, every time I write you to Neil and your name in my phone is gorgeous, and I call you gorgeous, is that a problem? How weird is that?
Cool, that one time.
How weird is that? That's a problem.
This is women though.
You can't overcall me handsome. You cannot overcall me handsome.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be like, hey, babe, enough of that handsome.
Yeah, right.
Nah, I'm be like,
no, I've had somebody call me pretty as a nickname, but the way they said it felt.
Now, I will say this though. I have had somebody that every time, like everything I do, like I might just be like, and it just be like, you fine as fuck. And it's just like you always saying that, you fine as fuck. You fine as fuck. Now that's annoying. But if I'm like having conversation with you and I'm just like, hey gorgeous, can you hand me that? Or hey gorgeous, how you doing today, gorgeous?
That's
or whatever.
Different.
But just looking at you all the time and just like, you gorgeous as fuck. Just every 5 minutes, that could get annoying.
I mean,
right. That's similar though.
But if it's a pet name, what if I bathe you?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
This is not at a point where it's pet name yet. Like it's just something that seems like it's in your phone because you use it often for other people. Like I said, somebody has said to me, pretty, and then they were like, I'm gonna call you pretty. And that was fine because they called me that all the time.
But you might not be the only one pretty, and that's okay.
I might be like, hey,
fine.
so what I would do is I'd be like, hey, gorgeous, how you doing? After that, I'd be like, so your day going good, average? And I just keep taking it down.
Right. You don't have a problem with that.
For real. I'd be like, good night, ugly, and then we'll start over. That's fine, right?
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, that's a good start. I started in the morning with gorgeous, and I went with good night. That means I can re-up on the gorgeous
tomorrow.
Yeah, because Mercury is retrograde.
I would actually laugh at that. That's funny.
Right. Good night.
That's actually funny. Right. That's actually
But this is what I will say.
What I mean is it doesn't seem when a person says the exact same pet name all the time, the first time they talk to you through, and the conversations never get deep, so it's just, how's your day, gorgeous? Right. What'd you do, gorgeous? Oh, okay, gorgeous. Did you sleep good, gorgeous? Like, you got to have more depth than that for you to continue.
But my thing is like, I'm like, what's the difference between gorgeous? Like, if I called you babe all the time, you wouldn't have a problem with that.
If it's the first time we're texting, I would.
No, like
the same exact situation.
Yeah, I get that. I guess when I'm looking from a perspective is if we texting already and we back and forth already.
Yeah, I'm not saying that because at that point I would probably like you too. So then it would be like a compliment.
Yeah, but I'm
saying like at first.
Yeah, but gorgeous is like if you're a fucking gorgeous woman and I just meet you and I want to call you gorgeous all the time, is that a problem?
This you need to know though. Even if you are funny, men don't like funny women though.
Well, that's not probably gonna work for me.
No, I'm just telling you though, like
because I'm funny as fuck.
No, but this is what you have to understand though. We don't mind a woman with a sense of humor. We love that. But if you a comedian, like my nigga, if you like Kevin Hart stand up funny, like I don't. That's not attractive. Like why you like you.
I want to be that.
Nah, I don't want you to it's like perfect time jokes.
And what's funny about that is like no matter like Kevin Hart is in the gym, no matter how many weights he lift, no matter how good looking he get. He'll a comedian. Right. You never take him serious.
Right.
Which I can understand. Maybe women is fine because he's rich, so you can
name a comedian that women thought was just like. Has there ever been a comedian that women was just like crazy about?
Eddie Murphy, but he was rich.
He was rich. That's different.
Yeah.
But he was still Eddie Murphy.
Mike Epps is funny and fine.
But maybe so. I'm just
saying. Nobody looks at Mike Epps as a sex symbol.
I'm just saying for men. Well, I don't know how women look at men, but for men. we don't like a comedic, like just how about just tone it down a little bit. Like when you think of something funny, just like don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Until you know he love you. Because like this real talk though. I know a girl, she's funny as fuck. Like she is like, you could give her a mic and she could just be like, hey, how y'all doing tonight? And she could just go in funny, right? And she wanna sleep with me so bad, but she's not a bad looking girl either. I just look at her as a joke, as a comedian. Yeah. So I can't get serious. Like sex is like a bit serious, you know what I'm saying? So I can't take you serious because like, nigga, you got jokes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like if I was a comedian, I'd get cheated on all the time. You just, like you said, it's hard to take them serious.
Yeah, because you always, right. Yeah, a comedian can't get angry.
Yeah.
But we only know comedians for being funny, though. We don't know these people in their real life.
But I'm just saying, even and
they probably are, but I'm always like, if Kevin Hart was in here and he got mad, I'd be like, man, chill out, man.
Probably not, though, if you actually knew Kevin and not Kevin Hart, the comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was your homeboy you grew up with, like, this my dog.
Yeah, if I grew up with him.
I know he's serious, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but it's the same thing, because I got a homeboy that's funnier than Kevin Hart, and I still just, you never look at him serious. And what's funny is, he got a 100-0 fighting record in the streets. Right. And he still don't, nobody take him serious. But that's why you always fighting, because nobody take you serious. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, everybody take me serious, so I ain't been in the fight since I was 17, and he probably whooped more ass than I do.
Right. So be gorgeous. It's okay to be gorgeous. And then, like, after you get them, then hit them with the... Because when you come to the stage...
I just don't feel like a person who calls me that all the time really sees me.
But you know what you hear, though, bro?
It's just...
And when it stops, it's like, damn, you never tell me I'm pretty no more. You used to call me gorgeous.
That's not true for me. I mean, I get it. Maybe other people do that, but...
It's so difficult.
It just doesn't feel like you're really getting to know me.
Tadil be acting like she's just an everyday girl, boy. You can't... Not for me. I feel not for you, but like a lot of women.
But listen, it's not uncommon. Like even though it might not be exact, women are horrendously indecisive. Most women don't know what the hell they want.
I get that.
What they want today is not what they want tomorrow.
I understand. That's what we're.
Yeah, women get annoyed easily. But men, like, if we meet you, we kind of like, if we take you, like, whatever you are out the gate, just stay that, and we pretty much cool.
What?
For a woman, you.
See, that's the thing.
All right, hold on. Wait, welcome to the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I am Adam 12 Taylor. I can tell we're going into a deep conversation. Here with my brother Boneface of Boneface Inc. and Tania Monroe. Introduce your guest for me, Bones. Because I feel like she got something to say.
Yeah, this is one of my best friend's wife. But she does stand on her own. She is an amazing rapper. She is an author. She has a book out that I bought. I hadn't read yet because I hadn't been reading. But now that I'm reading, I'm going to read her book. What's the name of the book?
But Don't Push Me.
But Don't Push Me.
Yeah, but on Amazon, Kindle.
Yeah, my dog is versatile, and she's one of those women that when you put her in a room with men, she can compete at anything, whether it's music, whether it's conversation. So that's why I brought her in. This is my sister, A-Marie. What's your rap name? Tell me your rap name.
A50MJ, baby. Make sure y'all go follow me. Look out for that
she
new
ain't shy
album.
either. She ain't shy either. So I brought her in because she's somebody that watches the podcast as well. And you know we try to bring in people who participate and people who watch the podcast. So I brought her in because I felt like she would be great for the topic.
Right.
Bring us in.
So I felt like you was finna get on me about that comment when I say women don't know what they want. And
right. That is not exclusive to women. No. You said stay the person who you were when I met you.
Okay,
now,
yeah,
on a basic level, I get that. Like, you can't be a wholesome person and then you just turn into a hoe. Like, bitch, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I get that. But we are supposed to evolve. Like, I'm not going to be the same person today that I'm going to be 10 years from now. Right. So why would you want your woman to stay?
Well, I didn't say want. I'm just saying if she does, it's fine. Like, let's say I meet a woman and she's a hoe. If you stay a hoe, I'm happy. You get what I'm saying? I don't require you to. If I meet you and you wholesome, then don't become a hoe type shit, though. If you do evolve, I can evolve and change with you and accept your changes. But women typically require you, like what you met her doing is probably not good for her. 6-7 months later, maybe a year later, like she constantly wants you to re-up. Affirmation. You know what I mean? Confirmation. They, like, however you romance her today, it's not good for next year. You know what I'm saying? If I laid out the roses and flowers this time, I need to come with something different. So women typically have expectations of you to grow and become different. You can't come with the same game consistently for a period of time.
Exactly why you can't keep calling her beautiful.
Right.
It's not that. It's just that I like something that feels real and raw. And I know that every day is not a great day. And every day is not a beautiful day.
Right.
So some days you can just say GM. And that's fine with me. Right. It's just when it's overly done, I feel like It's because it's you being able to get out of actually having a deep conversation and getting to actually know who the fuck I am.
Because I think you're pretty.
Well, yeah, like, you know, like every day I'm not gonna be pretty, you know.
Right.
Maybe I.
But how do you know how I find you?
Right.
And that's the thing. I don't know. So that's why I would rather, if I did say like, okay, you're overly using this gorgeous word, then that would be something explained. Because I am blunt. So it's not like I'm not going to say it to a person. After it starts to get on my nerves, I'm not just going to be like, oh my God, this is aggravating, I don't want to talk to him anymore. I would be like, hey, why do you always call me gorgeous? Just to see. And then if they tell me these reasons, then I would be like, oh, okay.
That motherfucker said, you got to have a reason to call me gorgeous.
If it doesn't seem authentic, I do think I need a reason for someone. Because maybe,
I read
I
a
said,
book today. Like, say hello, my cute little Rita or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep talking about the way I look. Cause
What y'all are doing is proving his point that you gotta, like, what I did today ain't good for tomorrow. Because if you start out and you call me handsome and that's what you call me and you never call me anything else, fine. No problem.
Right.
So y'all proving his point.
Yeah, I'm not searching for a problem. It's like, all right, she always call me handsome.
And you like, damn, you can't call me beautiful Rita today instead of just gorgeous? Like,
the funny part about it is, if you don't call me handsome, I'll be like, you all right?
Right. So that's my point.
Make sure you're straight.
It's not
remember
like
she
that.
talking
It's
about
not
somebody
that
she don't really know like that.
Right,
I'm not
saying like just started with.
Yeah, but that's weird anyway though for a dude. Like, yeah, that's weird.
What I was
that's weird. But like,
that was how it came up. I was saying I don't mind the weird emojis more than I do.
I'm envisioning this as somebody. I'm envisioning this as someone who, all right, we met. Let's say we meet on social media and we get to a point that we exchanged numbers.
Right. So it's new, but it ain't.
It's new, but we still texting back and forth. And maybe I won't be calling you fucking gorgeous for 3 years. But it's just like, you're new to me. I'm excited about you. You're gorgeous.
Right.
You feel me? And what's funny about that is
you might be gorgeous all day when I'm texting your ass.
Right. But what's wild about that though is that what she's not acknowledging is that with most women, right? People learn you from patterns.
Yeah,
you feel me? So if I call you gorgeous for a week, right? Because we always talk about consistency on this podcast, right? So if I'm calling you that for a week, and next week my good morning gorgeous turns into GM, now you feel like I'm losing steam.
Right.
You feel my interest is. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about women that I've dealt with in my experience and my history. Right. And it's just like if a woman, like your woman learns you and she knows your patterns. So when she come to you and she kiss you on the cheek, or if you come in the kitchen and used to smack on the ass, and you come in the kitchen and you don't smack on the ass no more, she looking back like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And you like, I don't want to over smack you on the ass. Right. I don't want you to get bored with that. You feel me? Right. So it's like something is off now. So now you got a full investigation on you.
When you leave the house, she texting her girl, that nigga cheating.
Something up. You got a full investigation on you because now you moving different.
I had my good panties on. He ain't even look.
Right. He ain't even smack me on the ass. He ain't called me gorgeous in 2 weeks, girl.
To me, it's just like, if he laugh at my jokes, that's what you gonna say a joke one day, he ain't gonna laugh.
No, it's just that I feel like when people always just acknowledge how you look physically, it just never gets to see who you are really. But that's just me.
But understand, some of that is men are physical creatures.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we cannot multitask.
Correct. So that's why I said always acknowledging that I'm gorgeous, but never acknowledging any other thing that I may be.
But like if I have a wife who's fine as fuck, right? Like let's just say I'm happy, I think she's beautiful and whatever, right? And this is my wife. Or my girlfriend or whatever. Understand most conversations that I start about her when she's not around is, man, she fine as fuck. Mm-hmm. But that don't mean I won't, she can cook a little bit too. Like I see other things, but my favorite thing about her may be her physical appearance. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying men are just visual, physical,
and that's why
creatures.
I think it's on that way on their end too. So it's just like if I meet you a certain way and something changes, like if I meet you and you're gorgeous and you stop working out and you stop looking good, feel me? Go ahead. That's a problem.
Right. And so that's what we saying. That's exactly what we saying. That's
when you're
why
a woman,
we don't want to be equated.
You know that you're going to eventually have a baby. You're going to gain weight eventually.
Nah, but that's going to happen whether I call you gorgeous or not.
Correct. So
you're getting fired either way. You feel me? So let's not make it like that's gonna be the end all be all because you fall off. I'm gonna stop calling you gorgeous and I'm gonna stop fucking with you too.
Damn, that is very shallow.
It's not shallow. It's not shallow. It's not shallow because these are the rules, right? If you meet me and I'm a rich man and you fuck with me because I have money, when I fall off, you're probably gonna stop fucking with me. If I meet you and I meet you because of how you look,
that's shallow for the woman. That's shallow.
It's shallow on both ends, but it happens every day. And imagine this, right? You meet a man, you fall in love with him. Right. The dick is amazing, right?
Right.
The dick get trash. You still love him. Are you staying?
Yeah.
Most women will. Most women rock out
yes.
though.
Half the
most
times
women
we
will
don't
rock
even
out.
orgasm
cheat.
anyway,
And cheat
and
on
we
your ass.
fall in love with y'all. So
Women will rock out though. I
No,
can agree with
I ain't
that.
buying that.
Yeah, women will rock out.
most
buying
women
it.
don't
They
even
are-
have orgasms
they'll
with
stay.
men,
They'll-
and they fake
yeah.
moan because they like the guy and they
Yeah.
want to be
That's
liked
fine.
by the guy.
All of that is fine.
There are a lot of women in relationships
Who do
that
not have
are
orgasms.
miserable sexually.
My point
in
is-
their relationship,
right,
and they
right.
rock out. They
And I
don't
fuck
cheat
a
or
lot
nothing.
of them.
Yeah,
Oh my
but,
God. I can't.
but a lot of them was
Yeah.
gonna pet their dog whether they had good dick at home or not.
Nah, that ain't always the
Listen,
case.
if that hoe in, yes, it is, brother. If that hoe in you, it's in you.
It's in you, but yeah,
Women will ride out. If they're a good girl and they don't fuck off, man, that nigga could be a dirtbag. She not fucking off.
If
That's
they
just,
really love you,
And if
we
you've
really
never
love you.
had dick beyond that dick, you think that's great dick until you've had better, and then you're like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
then you stuck. Yeah, you be like, what,
Then
what
it's
was I
different.
doing?
But
Right.
there's some people who have never had that and they don't know any better.
we ain't talking about those people.
I got a
I
random.
mean, there's
got
a lot of girls
Go ahead.
because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all don't know, but more girls know than not. There's not a lot of guys who are gonna be all guys are just well hung and great at sex.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
say they are,
For
but
sure.
I doubt it. Or there wouldn't be girls cheating and shit. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's a fact. But
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
absolutely. I
There's
know what
lots
you're
of
saying.
girls who ain't getting good dick. They just don't know it.
Fact. It's probably more trash dick out here than good
Absolutely.
dick.
Correct.
I'm
That,
sure
that's
it
what
is.
you said.
That's
It's a
what I
lot of
mean.
women who like stuck on that dick and they don't know what else is out here. But random question for you, and then I'm just gonna start the podcast backwards. I'm just gonna shoot the question out.
Go ahead,
Whatever.
man.
But the question for you is, okay, girl has a baby, right? Healthy, everything's fine with the baby. Great, right? She's healthy, she's fine. What's a bounce back period? How long you got before
The
you
doctor
be like,
says
this is-
18 to 24 months for your body to readjust. That's your hormone levels for it to not think it's pregnant. So anything outside of that range is absolutely asinine. Now there are women who naturally bounce back.
Yeah, we're gonna say,
but there are people who decide to breastfeed and other things who don't
You
bounce
said
back.
18 months?
18 to 24 is when they tell you not to have babies, and that's why they want you to wait
years apart and
to
babies
give
apart.
your uterus time to go back. And your body will naturally get pregnant
2
on its
years.
own.
I'm not the Tiger King. I can't put up with that.
That doesn't mean that she's not going to go back. It just means that you need that much time for a woman for your body to adjust. The doctor is literally in your 6 weeks will tell you,
Right.
please do not stress out if you don't look how you want to
Oh,
look.
no, I get
you
6
have
yeah,
to
I'm not
give
that-
your body 18 to 24 months for it to naturally heal.
We gotta
That
get
don't
it.
mean you can't work out. You can work out at 6 weeks.
We gonna go to Dr. Andrews
But-
and get a second opinion.
What?
24 months ain't gonna cut it.
Y'all are crazy.
You got
The baby too.
Now, and I think for me it a lot of it depends on how bad the baby did you. You feel me? Because some women
Yes.
like some
Yeah.
women have like some women snap
that's
right
why-
back.
yeah.
Some women it take a long time.
Right.
So I can look at you and analyze like how bad it fucked you up. You feel me? But
Right.
for me, I think no matter how bad it fucked you up, you got 6 months before you need to be goddamn on somebody's treadmill.
Oh, at least getting started.
You're getting started. I ain't saying get back. I'm saying you got to get started by 6 months. Like it ain't no excuse at this point. Because if we fucking,
Right.
you can work out. That's a workout.
But
You know what's crazy to me
What's
about that? Y'all would never know what that feels like because you'll never have a baby.
That's true. That's cool.
I was on
I
the
can't
table
argue that.
3
Yeah,
times.
I can't argue
And
that
I went
either.
back to work at 2 weeks. And my doctor told me you are absolutely crazy. When you are
I
40
said 6
years
months. I
old,
didn't say 2 weeks. I
No,
said
I'm
6
just-
months. That's
and
a half a
no,
year.
I'm saying that's just me getting up, going to work. They didn't want me to even get up for 6 weeks. But
That's
I was
fine.
like,
But
what
6
the
months
fuck?
is far from 6
fine.
weeks.
6 months is far from 6 weeks
Yeah.
to people who have not had a baby.
If you, what I'm saying, if you had a baby and 6 months later you can't go to the gym, something is probably wrong. We need to go get you checked out.
yes,
Okay,
that would be
Yeah,
correct.
something's wrong, and that's fine. I'm not.
That would be correct.
Right, I'm not. Don't make it like I'm being some kind of dick.
That's what it
All I'm
sounds.
saying is
Yeah,
that
that's definitely
6
what it
months,
sounds
like,
like.
it's ample time for you to like. You feel me?
Yeah, you flipping on. You going for the heel of the show. Like I'm becoming a good guy slowly, but
yeah, but I don't care about that. Yeah, you asked me a question.
It started off rough for me.
Yeah,
but
yeah, 6 months, bro. 6
agree,
months. How
but-
much time you got?
I don't
How
know.
much
I
time you giving?
breastfed my children for 2 years.
Just to-
so I
just to be
wasn't
better than you,
at no gym
7
in
months.
6 months.
You said what?
just so I can stay the good guy.
You said
So let
7
me ask you a
months.
question. What if she decides to breastfeed and they want, you have to eat a certain caloric amount for the baby to get nutrients from the milk?
Yeah, that don't got nothing to do with the treadmill. The
It
treadmill
does.
stop the
It does.
milk.
They won't let you diet when you're breastfeeding. They
They
won't
won't-
let
you
you
don't have
cut
to
your,
diet?
you have to cut. You're
He's-
burning calories. You have to keep up a certain amount of
Right.
calories to produce the milk.
Yeah, baby had to get
So
some
you
baby
don't have to
table
eat like
food.
double time.
You said the baby got to get some
You
table
You burn
food.
500 calories every time you feed.
I'd rather grind up some ribs than you be out of shape like that. I'll put some ribs in the blender. Like we could just, we got the new blenders. You know what I
only
mean?
assume that y'all niggas is never get married. Like,
I'm just saying.
niggas gonna be single forever.
But I got two kids, and both of my kids' mom were active like pretty quick. So it's like, yeah, we may be uneducated in some areas, but fuck, he asked me a question, I gave you the answer. I'm like, but I feel like 6 months is a good amount of time before you can go at least walk around the block.
But what does hurt y'all theory is
don't take your ass to the club either. If you can't work out, don't take your ass to the club either. If you in Seville, your ass can go to Planet Fitness.
I didn't even drink for 2 years because I was breastfeeding.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything.
See, this is how she cooked me every time though. Anytime I ask her a question about women, she refers to herself, and we've already established that she's a fucking unicorn. Yeah, you are a woman, but
I'm a woman.
But all right. Well, answer this then. You are a woman, correct? When you talk to your friends, or when people approach you about this podcast, right? You are usually a woman on this podcast that most women would disagree with on a lot of shit from your stances.
Now, you know what's crazy? Publicly, yes. Privately, no. They hit me the fuck up and they thanked me for saying shit that they wish. Even V, when she left, she was like, I wanted to say more, but I was in my feelings and I couldn't. And so I'm happy that you could. Right. So a lot of people like that I say certain stuff, but I get what you're saying. Not everyone agrees with me. But it's dope that
you don't stay in your feelings, because I can see, like, you know, being on here has to be rough with two opinionated.
It's not that it's rough. It's just that it makes me sad that I didn't really think men didn't understand women so much.
And y'all don't understand shit about us.
No, I never said that I did.
What's wild though is they on her side until she agree with us that men aren't supposed to be with one woman or some shit. Then it's like, now she the bad guy. It's like they are selectively on your side. When you say something they're in favor with, but that's anybody. That's humans in general. When humans agree with you, they're gonna go along with what you're saying and cheer you.
The only time women will not agree with you is when they have to take accountability.
That's all I'm saying.
Women don't take accountability.
I don't say
people
take
because as much as y'all think I'm a unicorn, you guys are too.
Explain. But check this out.
There are a lot of men who aren't like you.
The only thing unicornic about us
is we tell the truth.
Is honesty.
That's correct, and that's called accountability. And most niggas don't even hold themselves accountable for being fuckboys. No,
we take accountability. We just lie
for knowing anything.
Yeah, but men, we just lie.
You guys also put more depth into thinking.
Right.
Most niggas really will fucking what you doing you to death. They're so fucking lackluster in one plain thinking.
What's funny about that though, Tania, is that in the real world, those guys get way more love than us. When we come over on the show and we tell the truth, we become the villain.
We the bad.
So it's like, we're unicorns, but we're basically taking a hit because just like women have a code and women have things that all of y'all understand and all of y'all agree on. You don't say that shit out loud in front of men because it's y'all own secret code. Mm-hmm. We are on here Steve Harvey most of the time, telling all of our fucking secrets, breaking all of the codes for y'all to say.
The only difference is, like, he'll come on here, and that's the purpose of the podcast. We created this to have open and honest conversation between men, women, race, politics, whatever, right? So our opinion on the show may be different in the way we handle stuff in real life. We'll handle stuff with a little bit more sensitivity.
Exactly, 100%.
Girlfriend was sitting here. We ain't gonna be like, bitch, you on the clock.
Right.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Right. You asking us a real question.
Right. But for the sake of the room, the difference is we'll be honest with you and we'll down that cross about it. The guy at home, he'll act like it's okay and go to work and tell his coworkers, man, my wife, bro.
How about this?
That's why I said it's sad. That's what I'm saying is sad. Is that there's so many things that, like, there's two types of women. Mm-hmm. And when I say this, I mean generalize. Of course, there's some spread out that ain't in none of these categories. Mm-hmm. But there are women who just like to love. They just want to love. They want to love and they want to be loved. And that's it. And then there are the other women who want to do the same thing, but they put on a tough exterior. Mm-hmm. So they do all this shit where it's like, red flag, nope, not going to talk to him. So they give off that all women are indecisive, change their mind, don't stick around and do all this shit. And really, those bitches don't even believe in that shit. Mm-hmm. That's just what they've seen gets other women. Like,
that's both sides.
Yeah.
And just like I was talking to one of my partners today. And it's the same story with you. Just like you say, V was like, I was in my feelings and I couldn't say certain shit. There's people that call us all the time and say, bro, I love y'all podcast, but I had to turn that shit off when my old lady come around.
Right.
They don't want no questions. They don't want none of that heat because we blowing their cover.
Yeah. Right.
So they can't even watch this shit with their old lady. They got to watch this shit in private.
Yeah.
And see, that's the problem, though, because we need to start. Like, for real, that's the only way we're going to bridge that gap. Because
I said that a long time ago.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why when you start talking to me, I would rather have deep conversations. Like, let's get into this shit. Like, why the fuck are we going over what I look like when I already know you're attractive?
Because I'm trying to explain to you, gorgeous.
No.
You don't understand.
You're hyping me. You're gassing me the fuck up to keep me
man.
in this one little space instead of just telling me the fucking real deal. Like,
Now,
talk
I
to
do
me.
like to be complimented now. Like,
Yes,
I'm
right,
right,
but-
but
but-
my husband
but-
never
but-
say,
but let's not make it-
you know what I'm saying, what
right.
the case may
Then
be.
it's a
But
problem.
That's not a problem. That's
No, she said if he
But
don't.
it turned
yeah,
me
if
on
he
a whole
don't.
lot more when he be like, "Oh shit, I see you selling them books. Look at
Right.
my baby out here doing her thing."
Right.
That make me
And
feel a
I
whole
look
lot
at
more
my
better
gorgeous
than
baby
that.
out here selling these books.
That's
fine.
even
That's all I'm saying.
That's
But
a
she
whole
make it
lot
like,
better.
but what I'm saying is like, because I call you gorgeous all the time doesn't mean you lack any substance. Just like because you call me handsome all the time, I don't feel like I lack any substance.
Listen, this what I hate about women sometimes. If you were if you had a crystal ball to hear your husband talk, right? Everybody talk about their wives, right? And they go around a circle, right? And all these men talking about their wives, and they get to your dude and be like, man, what's up with your girl? What you like about her? She sure sell them books. You gonna be hot as
You gonna be too hot. That's all I do.
But and then,
That's what you like.
Especially if all the other men say my woman is gorgeous, she fine.
Nah,
Look
I'll
at
be
her.
real, because when them niggas see me, they gonna know, shit, his wife fine as fuck, ain't she?
Nah,
But
but
no,
we
that
talking
ain't- nah,
we
you
talking
do
about
not.
hearing him
See,
talk about you.
I want to hear all of it though. I don't want him to just be like, "Oh yeah, my wife fine too." Like, nigga.
Yeah.
See,
all
other
these niggas
just
say they wife fine, and he get to your husband
And he say she selling books.
Man, she a hell of an
No,
offer,
I'm not
dog. You
saying
gonna be
leave
like,
that out. I'm saying like include the other stuff too. That's how we say.
Yeah,
it.
we
That's
don't
all
do
I'm
that.
saying.
What I'm saying-
not saying call me ugly and don't say I'm gorgeous.
No,
I'm
what
saying
all I'm saying to Nia is in conversation. If I'm constantly calling you gorgeous all the time, it's in conversation of other shit. I might be like, "How's your day today, gorgeous? Like, how was work? Like,
Right.
did you do your thing out there? Oh, I love that shit, gorgeous. You do woo woo woo. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm
That's
just calling you
different,
gorgeous and I'm just
Paul.
dead. So you got niggas texting you just like, "Hello, gorgeous," and that's it.
yes.
Yeah.
And just gorgeous. That's all you
Yes.
get.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have
All
gave me
day
your number
long
because
on
that's
Facebook.
weird.
They
I
do it on
don't.
Messenger.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's weird. He
saying.
shouldn't even made it that far.
It's Messenger.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Come on,
And what's funny,
shit.
what's funny though,
Shit.
what's funny is in a world in a world where people want to be called so many different things and be considered so many different things, they all show going to get them BBLs and them titties done.
Who I hate it. I personally
Agreed.
love.
Yeah, we talking about y'all,
natural,
but the when you open your
I just made a post
Instagram,
about that.
When
I
you
just
open
made
your
a post
Instagram.
about that.
When you
and
open
I
your
feel like
Instagram.
it's an epidemic because
yes.
all niggas
Yes,
wanna
yes,
fucking
yes,
do
yes.
is compliment how you
Yes,
fucking
yes,
look.
and
And,
yes,
you only got
and
6
yes.
months to snap the fuck
And they
back,
love big
bitch.
ass.
Or I'm
but
cooking
let-
another
nah, let me
motherfucker.
explain.
And they love the hoes on Instagram and the
But let
women
me-
on the TV.
let me
and all that
explain it.
shit.
Please
Hold on,
explain
time
it.
out. Let me
Please
help
explain
y'all
because
out.
I'm coming behind you.
Yeah,
Let him
and
go.
then okay, then
Let him
I'm
go.
coming.
This is
'Cause I definitely got
this is
something
in
to say.
y'all own head though.
No,
Let me
it's not.
Listen to me. Listen
it's
to me.
not.
Listen, Linda. All women do not do their complete research before they come up with an opinion, right? There's a fine girl with a BBL with 1 million followers on Instagram, right? And you see her and you think to yourself, damn, she fine. I bet that's what these niggas like. There's also a fat bitch with triple E titties on Instagram with 1 million fucking followers. Niggas just like women. You not gonna be everybody type. It's a nigga who love a 300-pound big titty bitch who like.
Okay,
Hold on, let him roll.
That's
Let him
no,
roll.
I'm
Let him
just
roll.
saying though. So it's like you don't have to do that. There's a look for you. There's niggas who love Harry Potter looking gamer bitches, and they
Harry
got it
Potter
right.
gamer
You can go on Instagram. Like I fucked around and clicked on like a golf bitch one time and followed her, and like 20 other golf bitches popped up.
Right.
With just glasses and all them hoes had millions of followers. But I didn't even know they existed until I followed one of them. Men just like women. You don't have to look like nothing.
And what y'all
you might not be in this nigga's category,
I
but
know
there's
that.
someone
And-
for
But I
you.
don't
Hold on,
think
and what
there
y'all
are
need to
people
understand-
who know that.
Hold
And
on, and
they're
what you need-
young and
Yeah, women don't know
Hold on,
that
and what
because
you-
right, you like what you see,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, I want to look like her. We didn't tell you to go look like her.
And what y'all need to understand too, though, right? It's just like y'all got to understand that there's things that we admire and we like to look at and we like to play with, but we don't want to keep it. You
Oh,
feel me?
big fact.
So my thing is, you may
Big
see your man liking all these BBLs and shit, but it's just like, bro, that's not what I want to keep. Like, what's funny for me is that I love to look at shit like that. You feel me? And I love to play with shit like that, but I don't
don't
want to
bring
keep
that
that.
home.
I don't want that.
Okay, so
You feel
let me
me?
say this, right? So we're gonna use social media. We're gonna use any kind of entertainment source. Let's do that. They not promoting women with afros. They not showing y'all saying
Go ahead.
they have started to now. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation for some other shit what America got going on. But for the most part, they do not show y'all saying, oh yeah, I just want to play with that type of woman. They show that this is what you get. Like if you see the nerd and you see the woman that got a nice shape in entertainment, movies, TV, whatever the case may be, that is what they showing.
You want me to tell you a secret though,
And
Am?
so-
Hold on. Let me tell you a secret though, Am. When you this is what life in general, and this is what the internet and all, right? You ever notice when you buy a car, you start seeing that car everywhere suddenly?
Right.
That car been there.
Yeah, you just never noticed it.
You just never noticed it, right? So what I'm telling you is that all of this shit that you saying is new has been there. It's just that y'all motherfuckers don't be looking for it. It's usually always there. Just like you said, the goth motherfuckers are everywhere. There's a 600-pound motherfucker with titties everywhere. It's just like you don't
wasn't looking for it.
When you in the projects, you gonna see hood shit. When you in the white neighborhood, you're not gonna see hood shit. It's just all about where you are and where you place yourself. And what people don't understand is social media is a accumulation of things you chose to follow.
That's why it's called an algorithm.
There are other communities everywhere. So just like if you a dude that like titties on Instagram, guess what's all gonna pop up on your feed? Titties. Right. When you go to your explore page, if you like baking, all that's gonna pop up is cakes and shit. So it's all about what algorithms you create.
For sure, but by your own omission though, you say y'all love to play with that kind of stuff. Y'all love to do this. Y'all love to look at it. Y'all love, you know what I'm saying? So that's what y'all mostly saying. That's what we mostly.
No, we like everything.
But I love to play with a lot of stuff.
We understand that men like pussy. We get that. But for the most part, all y'all showing us is that y'all like the women who you talking about the ones y'all like to play with.
I show this nigga fine ass midget I want to fuck all the time.
Right.
I send you pictures of her.
Right.
I would love to bake this 4 foot. But I would love to.
Right.
That don't necessarily mean I'm out here searching for midgets all my life.
Saying that though.
Little people.
Y'all not putting that out there though.
Front door.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, my question is, where's the accountability though? You said that they're not promoting these type of women. This is all we see.
The shit y'all say y'all want to lock down. They don't promote that. So all we see is the shit y'all like to play with.
But my question is, why do y'all want that attention? Let's just say that is what we're giving attention to.
I don't, but I know people. I understand. I have to think about it like this. Have you ever seen Euphoria?
A movie
with Zendaya?
No, but I probably have.
So I never realized before I watched it, all these motherfuckers are in high school in this damn show.
Right.
They doing shit that I never fucking knew happened in high school when I was in high school. I was a fucking nerd. I wasn't doing this shit, right? However, it just made me realize I'm so happy I grew up in that time where I was allowed to be a little ugly at school and still be cool and popular.
Right.
I couldn't imagine being these girls now. Yeah. And bitches got bundles and lashes and you gotta compete with that as a regular girl whose parents don't let you do shit.
Yeah.
Or like how I never understood how like they expected Kylie Jenner not to do herself how she did when she got all these fucking beautiful sisters who changed themselves.
But for attention.
That's what I'm saying. But no, it's a mental. Like I don't think that they're mentally. A lot of people who are I have so many clients come in with the little cushions, so I know they just got a BBL because they can't sit for long.
Right.
And I'm always just like, you came to a 4-hour appointment and you can't sit for long.
Right.
But and they're always so pretty to me that I don't understand what made them get. And I asked them, like, why did you decide? Because I don't want to be put to sleep. I didn't have to be put to sleep.
It's the brainwashing. That's all we see.
Oh my God,
Cardi B so fine. Oh my God, Megan Thee Stallion so fine. Them hoes don't look like.
But can y'all say that's y'all versus y'all? Like,
I definitely think so, but I definitely think...
a man did not recommend the BBL. We didn't even know nothing about that shit till y'all started doing it.
I mean, that's not totally true, because Little Baby does say... Now, I'm not saying y'all are Little Baby, but people listen to rap.
Men were fucking just as much in the 70s,
and
the 50s,
and the BBL,
the 40s,
and the BBL was around before Little Baby came out.
Yeah, the BBL was, but I'm saying that's why it's so popular now, because you can get care credit and get that shit, and it's like...
I'm fine, but that's y'all.
$2,000.
But you know how that shit...
They still liked what they showed them. Like, just think about in the 90s, y'all was cool with girls.
We was cool with whatever y'all gave us.
This is what I'm saying. For the most, okay.
Yeah, stuff changed.
I've always been a tomboy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And so me hanging with my cousins that always dressed like girls, got their nails did, got their hair done. Niggas wasn't checking for me. Yeah, like real shit because I was
a tomboy.
Yeah,
right.
You feel me? Yeah. And so y'all can't sit here today and be like, no.
We asking this. Who sets the beauty standard for women?
A white
America,
man.
Shit.
A white man.
A white man.
That's who runs fashion.
White
yes, entertainment
like
is who said. You know why BBLs came back? Because Kim Kardashian got popular. And then she made it be okay to have an ass. And then K. Michelle got an ass. And then Meg came out. And then Cardi got an ass.
That's women following women.
It is women following women. And no one says specifically it's your fault. But it's women following women who have men that certain women think is going to get them that same thing.
No, this is what he's saying. Where he's saying the accountability comes in is that what y'all don't understand is we'll take whatever the fuck y'all give us. Like when the Leo was in, that's what was out there. That's what we took.
That's what I'm saying. And now the BBLs is out. The bitches with long weaves is out.
We didn't start that.
Y'all doing that.
We didn't start that. Us doing that though. Like,
who doing it?
Get way deeper. We just told y'all, America.
I've never met a man who required a BBL BBL. In my life, I've never heard of. I've never even heard of man.
No,
So
you
if
don't
you
require a BBL, but you require a girl to look good who has a lazy mindset, who is not gonna fucking go to the gym and decide that she's
I've
gonna.
never had one of those actually.
Well, that's cool. I'm saying that's
they're
what a
available
BBL
for me.
is.
I've never had one though.
But listen, nobody's saying you gotta be drop dead. And listen, there's a girl, bro. I guess it's for me to be transparent.
I can't
bro.
speak on why people get BBLs because I ain't got one.
Right,
No,
and I don't want one. But
listen,
I understand, though. I completely understand why they feel like it's a
brainwashed.
necessity.
Yeah,
First of all, women were put here for a man. Like, let's just get down to the facts. And so at the end of the day, we want to be looked at by a man.
Yeah, but
if they feel like this is the kind of woman,
repeat that one more time. That's what we feel.
I didn't say that because I don't have one. But I'm just saying, as a whole,
they said that's what they like.
Right.
Today in this room, don't let them make you forget.
No,
they like to play with it.
Promise
they
you,
like to look at it.
Check this out. I promise. But we'll do anything. I just said I'll fuck a midget.
Right.
But you probably wouldn't choose a midget over.
I would though. If I just hit a tall bitch, I want a midget tomorrow.
Right.
That's a fact.
But listen, you just said people don't get to hear their spouses talk like this.
Yes.
So people don't know this shit. When y'all play with a girl, they think play with.
Every time I see him,
okay,
he would say that look like this. I like him, so maybe I
don't know it's
like
different.
Even when women get cheated on, most of the time when women get cheated on, the girl they cheated on is uglier than the girl that you got. It's very rare that you get cheated on and it's with a bitch that's 10 times better than you.
Right.
Because 9 times 10 he gonna leave you if she that bad.
But that doesn't do anything but make that girl who is beautiful or whatever feel not.
But that's my point.
She feels
it's
like,
not about.
damn, I look.
But my point is, it's not about any of that for us. If y'all, like I said, you see the Megs, the whatever, the Cardis, they designed that for y'all. Like, men aren't ranting and raving about Meg Thee Stallion. Like, yeah, she come up with it, like, yeah, she fine. Yeah. Or Cardi, yeah, she cool. But we not going around. We talking about the bitch we just saw Tom Thumb.
Right.
Like, we don't
with a regular ass.
But y'all just said a bitch got 6 months to get her life together after having a baby.
But because me personally, I require. My thing is, it's just like. Everybody has requirements on when they meet people, like certain things. My thing is, that's my rule in life. If you let go of you, I let go of you. If I let go of me, you let go of me. So it's just like how we start is how we finish. If I meet you a certain way and you function in a certain way and you just stop being not saying that you can't evolve and change, but what I'm saying is who you are at your core. When I meet you, you have to always be who you are at your core. You can change all this other shit, but my thing is if I meet you in the gym and we some athletic motherfuckers and we work out, and just like I'm gonna give you a better example, right? White men tend to love trophy wives, right? They have money, right? So if they meet you and they take you in because you're beautiful, right? That's your staying point.
Ask me what them white women do.
They stay in that fucking gym. Because if you leave the gym, then you lose your staying point. Like I said earlier, if you meet me because I have money, or because of, not even let's make it not so shallow. If you meet me because I'm a gentleman and I treat you well, the second I stop treating you a certain type of way, you out of there. My point. So all I'm saying is, if we, no, it's not. It is.
That's like a basic necessity. Like, I need you to respect me, my nigga.
But physical attraction is a basic necessity.
It is though. For the relationship,
you ever met a nigga and say, "Oh, he looks smart"? You ever met a nigga and say, "Oh, he looks smart"?
So that's what we're saying.
Right?
Is that
no, you say he handsome. You meet him, y'all start vibing. Okay, he's smart.
Right.
But when you feel me?
Niggas say he got big dick energy, not big brain energy.
Right. You feel me? So my point is, if my woman is somebody that I was attracted to her physically, and my thing, it's not even about the physical appearance. It's just about the attitude and the whip. You feel me?
So, I got a question. I think maybe y'all think that we talking about the extremes too. Like nobody's saying you got to be supermodel fit. No,
I'm saying be trying.
Just bounce back a little bit. Just
be trying.
Wait, he about to be out the door, baby.
Yeah. No, we ain't saying you got to come through 6 packs.
Because what's funny with me? Because what's funny with me, bro, is once I love you, you can get in a car accident, you can lose your eyes, you can lose your leg. I'm right there with you.
Right.
You feel me? But if it's something you can control and you're choosing not to control it, then you're letting go. And I'm letting you go too. But if it's something that you can't physically control, if you have a baby and you got issues and you never bounce back, that's fine. You got issues. But if that doctor say, it's just like a football player. If you're on my team and you get injured, right? I'm going to give you some time to heal. And when the medical team clear you, you don't get to say, I don't want to run the ball no more. You off my team.
You got to get back out there.
You got to get back out there. You my running back. You feel me?
It sounds real shallow though.
But you got to get back out there, bro, because you're on my team for that reason. You got to run the ball. If you don't want to run the ball, what the fuck you here for?
But Tania, just being reasonable. We not saying you got to bounce. You got to be a supermodel. We just saying try. Like don't. Sometimes
if you shake funny, get back to how you shake. Get back to being shake funny the regular way.
Me, so yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm just saying.
It's just, but people don't have my mind. When I said I wanted to lose weight, I did it.
Right.
I stopped eating until I did. It was that simple for me. And
sometimes it ain't about losing the weight. You can look good at any size. There's a girl that I was involved with maybe a couple months ago, right? She was a heavy set girl, but she looked good though. But if she watched the podcast and I said something about fat people, she had like she was the poster child for fat. I'm just like, obviously I fuck with you. Obviously I think you attractive. You're not some just sloppy, out of shape, unattractive human being. I'm like, why do you take this personal?
Well,
I'm not talking about
you just said that 600-pound girls get fucked just like emo girls, so she probably feels unattractive once she hears you say words that she knows.
But listen, but to that,
and then just because she's attractive, I want to ask. So just because you don't think she's fat and sloppy,
that don't mean somebody else don't.
Right.
Okay, but why are you mad at me though? I clearly find you attractive.
I can't believe that you would say something like that.
Right. So this, I want to ask this question. I want to ask this question. Right.
People don't like light skin. I get light skin. And bald head, I don't like no bald head nigga.
I want to ask this question, bro.
It'll probably make you feel some kind of way.
We just talked about earlier. We just talked about earlier about how we need to have these conversations, right? But how can we have these conversations? Is you offended by everything I say? If my honesty offends you, we can never have an honest conversation.
Well, no, Bone. Listen, in a conversation that's honest, I'm supposed to be offended a little bit. If the
truth hurts.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Now,
I give you
that.
If I
completely am like, no, shut the fuck up, then no,
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying,
I should feel my feelings should be hurt a little because I know it's true.
But it shouldn't. Like I'm offended a lot of times when I hear the truth, but it doesn't produce a shutdown. It doesn't produce. It doesn't. And
going back and forth is not a shutdown.
Right.
Or having a pushback is not a shutdown.
It's not.
You don't. Y'all don't do it at all. But
you know, I know.
But telling me I shouldn't feel that way is just not fair.
No, you should feel however you want to feel.
Yeah,
that's how you should feel.
And you should. And you should be. I should be able to tell you something, and I should be able to let you go through whatever emotions you're going through. I shouldn't even have to coddle that. You feel me? I said what I said. You feel how you feel. We fucking with each other. We'll get through this either way. You feel me?
But in real life, I hate when people watch the show and they take it personal at home. Like you said,
that's all I'm saying.
I've had girls that say, I don't like bald head dudes, but you cute with it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not offended. If you obviously find me attractive to be sleeping with me, if you don't like bald head people in general, that's cool. It's not a...
I'm not offended if I hear somebody talking about something that I know is personal to me. It's more so when people do it out of anger or spite. So like, if a dude came to me and was like, okay, look, you know what I'm saying? You done gained a little weight. I would appreciate that because... I already am a person who tries to watch that anyway, so I would appreciate it because at least you told me instead of hating me for it.
But if you're somebody if you're somebody who doesn't want to be held accountable,
you'll find an excuse.
Yeah,
but that's with anything. That's just like.
But that was his point. Is that a lot of times people don't want to take accountability for something, so they make you a villain.
And it's our own insecurity because whether I say fat bitches or it's some dudes that don't like skinny women.
Yeah.
It's some women that don't like that fit supermodel bony. They don't like that.
Skinny girls do get fat shamed. I mean, not fat shamed, but skinny shamed.
You can't always.
I see it all the time. I love the dad bod, and I love this, and I'm just like nobody should be offended by it. That's fine. Yeah. And it go back to the Fresh and Fit podcast thing where we said what we talked about. Like there's a such thing as having a preference, and that's okay. But I'm not gonna ask you what you like, and then you come with a bunch of shit you don't like. Like I didn't ask you that. You feel me?
What you say again? I didn't get that part. Huh? You're not gonna ask.
No, I said if I ask you, Tania, what do you like? You're not gonna list a bunch of shit you don't like. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And even in the black community though, like even maybe a year or two ago, like when I was super big, I was like 280, 290, rocked up. Like black women don't necessarily be in the muscles though. You know how many times they be like, oh, that's too much?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Black women don't really like you to be like massively buff sometimes. Right. It just is what it is. You can't please everybody. But the question I was going to ask y'all is, it ain't even really a question. I just really want a response, though. I feel like women are anti-love nowadays.
I do. Honestly, I did have a conversation earlier. I felt like it was I'm just gonna say a friend, a guy she had been talking to, whatever. They stopped talking over something that she had already admitted was not actually like an issue. But he kind of went with it, and then he ended up telling on himself about something else. So she was like, well, I'm happy I pretended like this was an issue because now I know. But she still kind of like him. And then 3 weeks went by, whatever. He rolled her out the blue and was just straight up with her like, look, I was stupid. I should have just listened to what you said. And, I want to fuck with you still, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And she's like, should I? I'm like, bitch, Are you really gonna not? That was 3 weeks ago. It wasn't that big. You already admitted that it wasn't something you was mad about for real. He just happened to tell on himself a little bit. But y'all had just kind of started getting that serious. So, do you still like him? Yes. Then fucking talk to him. Like, you really gonna pass up on some shit like that over trying to be... I said, don't try to be so tough that you forget to be soft. Like, it's just... I just feel sad for the world. No one does appreciate love anymore. I don't even think people know what the fuck love is. Even when it comes to just their regular situationships and relationships. I think that everybody puts love under this category that it has to be associated with a title. Like a mom, a dad, a kid, a husband, a mate, a spouse. When really you could fall in love with people every single day and it not be the same type of love that you're giving to these other people. Yeah. I just don't think people genuinely love anything anymore. They just fucking do shit.
Love is a look now. That's the problem with love. Love is a look. It's not a feeling. It's a look. It's a look. It's a go. It's seeing somebody together, not knowing what the fuck they got going on.
Oh, I love
and it
that.
just look good and it's gold.
Like, what you love about it? He just called me 15 bitches in the car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, like for real, shit be crazy.
But when you hear love, women are anti-love. Does that spark any feelings?
I think there are lots of women that are just getting fucking sick of not finding shit that's real, or either. I do think a lot of people and a lot of women have accountability issues, because I do think sometimes that we put on this tough exterior so long that we do forget, like, hey, bitch, you just ran off 3 niggas. You don't even know. One of them motherfuckers could have been it, but you're just so mad, you know?
Right. Now, since it's the second time you said that, I'm going to say this, right? I think that it has a lot to do with the words we use, because we don't really know words carry energy. Yeah. Regardless of what we think the word means, it means what it means. Mm-hmm. It carries the energy that it carries. So, with us saying, oh, I'm a tomboy. If you break down what tomboy means, you literally calling yourself a masculine man child. Like, ain't no way around it. And so then we get older or we get to a different position. It's like, oh, I want to be feminine now. Let me tap into my feminine energy.
But we also got to remember, we were called tomboys before we knew what it meant.
Straight up. Like,
you know,
for
we
real.
didn't know.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's why we got to know
whole
what
time,
we
we over there like, I think
I'm a tomboy. I like to play with the boys, but really, I'm just a person who want to climb trees. No, but I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying?
We just play together all day.
If you untuck your shirt, maybe I'll see something. You ride this bitch with your Tommy Hilfiger shirt tucked in.
But like for me, I was a daddy's girl, so I was always trying to be like, I want to be like my daddy, because to me, he was just the coolest motherfucker on earth.
Niggas don't know what to do with that. You ain't never had to untuck a shirt to get some pussy, huh? You had to put your girl's shirt under that bitch forever. I wouldn't know what to do. I take the belt off first.
Listen, I was bad when I was in Truman Arms with it. When I was in like 2nd grade, I ain't have shit, right? Yeah. I was kind of tall for my age then. Yeah. I used to take my shirt off trying to play basketball. My brother go home every day. Mama, she did that shit again.
You take your shirt off to play basketball.
They start taking their shirt off. I'm like, fuck it, I'm balling too. I was like 8. I didn't have anything. So
That's some wild shit.
I would get my ass beat.
Man, if I was at your older brother.
Yeah. Well, we was a year apart, but yes,
man, I'd have drugged my sister off, man. Like, hey.
He would literally start either fighting me, or he would just go home and be like, Mama, she fucking wildin', dog.
Like, everybody like, we search triple double. They start fucking with it like, hey, Tania gonna be on the skins every time.
She said you gonna be on skins
every time. Search the skins. We got search. Tania over the bed.
No, listen, what happened was...
Shake ball. Man. Shake ball, bitch. Put the shirt on.
No, what happened was, by the time I filled out, it was like 7th grade, and I ran into one of my homeboys, and he was like, you still ball? I was like, fuck you, dog.
Could you imagine her 8, bro, with her shirt off, sagging a little bit with some panties showing?
She the only one out there with big nipples. Everybody else got little boy nipples. I'm not passing her the ball, man.
That's the name of the episode, Big Nipple.
I'm not playing with her.
It took me about a year before I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do this no more.
No, you can't do that.
What was your basketball attire when you took your shirt off? What you had, jeans?
So listen, no, I would have on basketball shorts and a shirt, but then everybody started taking their shirt off. I'm like, shit.
What kind of shoes, man?
But shoes? Yeah. Like whatever was in at the time. You know what I'm saying? I wore Nikes and Jordans.
And some British Nikes and some basketball shorts.
Right. With some panties.
Panties. The little girl panties, too. Keeping out the basketball shorts.
Right.
And you know she's a heavier girl, so she's
something wrong with our community. Some grown man used to be like, hey, y'all young folks. Y'all young folks.
They over there playing basketball.
Put a shirt on that girl. Yeah. We need to get our community together. Somebody put a shirt on that girl.
They just, you got to think, I grew up out there, they all knew. They'd be like, go tell Go get Tania, mama.
And now I can't unsee her without the mullet, so I done put a mullet on the 8-year-old.
She out that bitch with a mullet, glasses, the big nipples, and basketball.
I about did. My hair was about this fucking big.
Wow.
Jackie Moon.
Nigga couldn't wait to see you coming. Somebody see if Tania was hooping today. Them little boys out there getting off. This a nigga out there got there rock hard dick.
No, it was not. And I sucked, so it wasn't like I was
But
like
be
good.
terrible too. And be terrible too. You gotta be raw if you do
They kept
that.
passing you the ball. That's bucking though.
Nah, they kept telling her defense, put your arms up.
I can see Tania out there be sitting in the chair, arms wide. Somebody get her out of here, man. Get somebody mama and
I used to
goddamn
be out there
15
fighting. I don't
man.
know what
That
you
shit too
talking
funny,
about.
man. This motherfucker said she took her shirt off,
Yeah,
man.
I thought she at least had a sports bra on or something.
Man, my sister would have never did it more than once.
Never.
Even here, I would have stopped her at here.
Yeah,
What
big-
are you doing?
Big fight.
Man, my brother got me in trouble for having my hands on my hips, straight went in the house and told on me. Like real shit. I was like, the fuck?
Oh no, he used to be
You being
mad. He
fast.
used
You
to
being
tell.
hot. You being hot.
Man, I was 13. I wasn't studying none of that. Like, for real. All I heard was, "Am." My mom calling me. I get down there. She told me, T told me you had your hands on your hip. Keep your motherfucking. I'm like, ah.
They making you be more of a
I don't even know
tomboy.
what that means.
They ain't even want
Put
you to
them
be a girl.
in your pocket.
Yeah, like,
You said
for
put them in your
real.
pocket.
Yeah, behind your back. Or something.
For real.
But that opened the conversation, though. I don't think we discuss things like this early enough with our children. By the time we really have conversations like that with our children, they be
It
already
gets too late.
fucking, they already watching porn, they already doing everything. And we just got to start educating our children earlier and giving them a more detailed explanation of what things is, and stop giving them this cheap ass birds and bees conversation and they not know what's going on, because you can prevent a lot of early teen pregnancies and everything with the proper information. We're not informing them good enough. We're not educating them good enough, so they going out here figuring it out on their own, and they make a lot of mistakes in the process.
Right.
So we got to do a better job at, like, women, teach your daughters early. You feel me? And stop fucking trying, like, women. Most of the women that I've dealt with, even my mom, with my sisters, it's almost like they'll tell you ain't supposed to be doing nothing all the way up until you're 18. You feel me? I ain't taught you shit. You feel me?
Right. Just taught you what not to do.
What not to do.
Right.
You feel me? I ain't told you nothing. And the fathers ain't explaining nothing to their sons either. You feel me? When them boys turn 13, 14, you need to be showing them how to put a condom on. You feel me?
Right.
Even if they, you feel me? Like, and I think for
My
me,
show didn't. But
and
my
for,
first
and
time.
for me, things worked in reverse for me. Like, when things were explained to me thoroughly and I knew exactly what was going on, when I approached those situations in real life, I was aware. I felt like I was more educated than all my friends, and that, like, I can remember a time they were in the woods with a cigarette. One of my homies had stole a cigarette from his daddy. You feel me? But because I had been educated and talked to about this, I knew not to fuck with it. But not only did I know not to mess with it, when I got out there with them, I was able to educate them to make them want to put it out. You feel me? You become a leader then.
Yep.
He who has the information is always a leader.
Facts.
So if you leave your kids out here in this world without information, they can never lead. They can only follow. They're going to follow the kids who they think have the information, and these kids don't have the information. They're just posing to have it. You feel me? So you got a bunch of blind leading the blind situation out here. That's what happens with a lot of these young girls too. You feel me? You following a hot mama who ain't got no education on nothing, but she's cool to everybody.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you think she
yeah,
know what
too.
she talking about, and all y'all lost.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Is I had a certain friend when I was living in Trumanars when I was younger, and like everybody liked her. When I say everybody, I mean people from different projects, different schools. Everybody liked her, and that was my best fucking friend. And we were literally nothing alike. I'm talking about the total opposite. But I learned so much having that around. Like, I was able to see people who really did not like her, and
But-
people who really did fuck with
and
her.
understand
just
this.
from watching.
And I'm glad we went there, because what we need to understand is that adults are just grown children.
Yeah.
And we talked about the BBLs and all that shit. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
We're following people who we think people love and like, when in reality, we ain't fucking with them like that. Just like the little hot girl you was following that you thought, because everybody liked her, you feel me? Maybe they liked her because she was easy. Maybe they liked her for all the wrong reasons.
Oh,
you
I'm
feel me?
pretty sure, but I was able to see that.
all you seen though, all we see a lot of times is the admiration. We don't know what's behind it.
So I wanted to.
So I want it too. So that's how we get to the BBL conversation.
it made
And the
me
thing
the
about
opposite.
it, so it just made me
Right.
so.
I was so scared.
And it's like it becomes a thing to where all we see is like. It's just like YouTube when you like Instagram. Like when you get views on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
probably 75% of those views are people coming and having negative feelings about you, but all you see are the views. Right. So when we watch these women with these BBLs and all this thing, all we see is the attention from men. We don't know that 90% of the men that are in these comments are fucking creeps and losers. Fact. You feel me? And they not only are in her comments, they in everybody comments. They in tranny comments, they in big girl comments, they in weird people comments, but all we see is the views. So now when we come on this podcast and we talk about this, y'all say, y'all like that. And I'm like, bro, we don't like that. You feel me? We do look. But what I'm telling you is that we don't want to keep that. You feel what I'm saying?
We need y'all to start saying that though. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
So that way it trickles down to the kids.
But what's funny is we're saying, but what's funny,
know it's okay to be themselves, be different.
But what's funny, Am, is we're saying this now, and even now y'all won't accept it.
No, I hear you, but you.
Yes.
But we're saying for the people who have them.
Because you said what you said.
No, I said what I said. Bro, like this, but same thing. I followed him after I didn't feel like I had to say what he said. He just said that men will fuck anything, so I didn't feel like I had to re-say that. You feel what I'm saying? But what I wanted y'all to understand is that there's an ideal. When we think of a wife, there's a certain type of ideal. When we think of a hooker, there's a certain type of ideal. We like hoes and we like women. We like wives. You feel me? But we're not gonna make a hoe our wife.
And never shall the two meet.
Right.
And that's what y'all gotta understand though. So there will never be an announcement because we like both.
Right.
Like I want my wife to be my wife, and when I'm with a hoe, I want her to be a hoe though. That's every man.
And the biggest turnoff is when a hoe try to be my wife.
Right. Or when my no.
When my wife try to be a hoe.
But listen, I gotta listen. Real shit though. I had a girl. I hope she'll never see this because she'll kill me.
Run it.
Listen. Love of my life. I thought she was super classy. I thought she was so beautiful, gorgeous. I worshiped the ground she walked on. But she went on my Instagram and she saw the shit I follow. So she thought to herself that I like these certain type of women, right? So we had a anniversary coming up, right? Mm-hmm. So she cooked for me, right? She cooked. We went in there, ate, whatever. She was in a really nice dress or whatever. She got up. She took my plate to the kitchen and she was like, babe, come in here. I'm like, all right, what's up? I come in there, she on the floor, legs wide open, playing with her pussy. This what you like? Fuck no. If you don't get the fuck off that floor, that's not what I like.
And to run up, go ahead.
But no, like seriously though, I was just like, now if I had did that with a hoe, I'd have been like, hell yeah, I probably ate her on the kitchen floor. But this was my girl, my lady. Like
I hold you to a high. Yeah, like I put you up.
Please get off this floor. You get what I'm saying? So that just it's just not the same. Yeah. So we'll never make an announcement about this is what we want. Y'all have to pay attention. Like these girls on private jets, these girls on boats, these girls in clubs, parties, VIPs. How many wedding pictures you see them in?
Not many.
How many of these 5 million, 6 million? How many wedding photos they got? Y'all seeing that dress? Y'all seeing the pre-wedding? Y'all
everything on the boat and everything in the club. And so and they go back to what you say. I remember you saying on the podcast that because if a man went through your porn history, right? A lot of it with women would probably be like some girl on girl shit for the most part. And then you say that's the most researched thing by girls. So if I go through your porn history, should I feel like my woman likes women and don't like men now?
No, I think that what I was telling about that too is that a lot of times it's easier to watch women on women because it's sensual,
right?
And a lot of porn is not.
But you got to understand this though is right. Just like
and
we
you
just
don't feel like you're cheating on your man if you're not seeing another dick.
Right. But what it's the same.
Y'all
but
think about it like that,
right?
I don't watch porn, so.
Right? And I don't even. But what I'm saying is this: is that when what I'm saying is this is that. That can easily be misinterpreted, right? You just broke down why, you feel me? But when we go through your search history, we don't know why. Just like when y'all go through our search history and see what we liking, you don't know why. You just assume this what he like. So when I go through your porn history, I assume this what she like. My woman likes women. You're not there to break it down and say, hey, it's this and it's that. I tell you all the time, bro, when me and you did that CD together, and I'm like, bro, you cooked my ass on that CD. And you was like, bro, you wrote all your shit on the spot. I'm like, the audience don't fucking know that. Right. All they hear is me getting roasted. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just like, bro, you got to watch what you, just like all of us have to watch what we put out to the world. Exactly. You feel me? Because there's no, you're not going to be there to explain to a million people why you're liking shit or why you're in a certain place. Yeah. You feel me? So communication is key if you are someone who does, you feel me? If you frequent things like that, you have to be able to sit down with your spouse and explain what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's why
but it's not always going to be there. Like, you feel me? And the thing about it, a lot of the time is like, when you see something and you feel something, the damage is done. You feel me? You already feel it, so you can come back and explain it. But I already felt that shit a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I just like deeper interactions. I just don't. Yeah. I don't think I've ever felt slighted or anything by something a person tells me when they tell me, because that's just how they feel.
But what it is, Tania, is this, right? You may not, but the thing about it is we are creatures of all we can do is reference our history.
That nigga on your head tonight.
So if I had a woman, like if I've been with 5 or 6 women, right? And all of those women hate when I watch porn. They feel offended or they feel like I'm leaving them out, right? I'm not gonna bring that to you because I associate women with not liking that shit. You feel me? So it's like I'm going to hide a lot of shit, and I'm going to be in secret about a lot of shit. Just like he say all the time, a man will tell you whatever he needs to tell you or do whatever he needs to do to get you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these conversations aren't being had because there's certain things we don't even feel like we can bring to you. I tell him all the time. I say, bro, by being honest, I realized I was robbing myself of so many experiences with my woman. You feel me? Things I was going out sneaking and doing. Had I sat down and talked to her, I could have did them at home. But I'm so used to the backlash and all the negative shit that came from women before her that I didn't even feel like bringing it to her. And what y'all got to understand is y'all got to be careful in the conversations that you have around us. Because I used to hear her say shit like, "Oh, her gay ass, she like girls," or I'll never fuck with no shit like that. Yeah. So and then later we have a conversation and you like, "Why you never bring it to me?" I'm like, "Bro, I heard everything you said about that."
But that's
that's what I was gonna say. On the other side, women are that way too, and so like
that's what you explained earlier too.
Yeah, like sometimes women can be talking to their friends and they saying shit that they know there could be one friend in the group who ain't with none of that shit. So they gonna say shit like her gay ass to get that bitch off her trail, pretty much.
Right, but you can understand that, but you can't understand why the BBL shit. It's the same thing.
No. I know that. That's what I'm saying. It's the same way, like you just said, like You just said something that I was gonna reference to that, but your ass cut me off.
Yeah, I had to y'all because you was greedy tonight. I had to be greedy.
I understand that's pump faking too, though. Women say, when the shit hit the fan, they be like, "Why you ain't bring it to me?"
You pump faking because you ain't really with it. Right. Would I?
I ain't no fool.
So you
want me to bring.
You just wanted something else. You could have talked to me about it.
I couldn't
have.
The
fuck I couldn't.
Right.
Well,
that's
an assumption. Though you never really know because you never know. Like if a woman really love you and you like keeping it 100, like look, baby, like I want to watch porn.
But make me.
If he asked me to watch porn with him, I'd be like, shit.
Make me feel like it's welcoming though. You're not going to invite something that don't feel welcoming. I'm not letting the growling dog in my house assuming that it may be nice.
Right. He might.
You feel me?
So that's what I'm saying though.
It might not bite, but this bitch growling.
A lot of women, like I was saying earlier, they do actually agree with the things I say. They just don't know how to say that shit without looking crazy.
Communication is everything.
It
though.
is.
Like so we're not mind readers.
So and neither are we. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes women, I don't know how to explain it, but like they bark this way, but on the inside they just want you to be like, be for real.
Back to his original. Back to his original point. Back to his original point. Women don't like accountability. Like my thing is like that's something that hold on. That isn't that all of that you just explained is an environment that y'all create. And we're supposed to like thrive in it. How?
Yeah, women don't like it.
You just said you can bark this way and we bark this way. But I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to understand that? How am I supposed bro, I'm not coming to communicate with you if you're somebody that seems like they can't be communicated with.
Listen, I understand that. I am agreeing with that. What I'm saying is women think that they have to be a certain way to be wifed. That is the way they're going to portray to be to their man. Because y'all just said there's a wife I want and a hoe I want. Right. That wife might have a little of that hoe in her, but she don't want to say, I want to do this shit to you. But because she already knows.
Some niggas' wives was hoes for somebody else.
No, it's not even that. Like, you could get a girl who's a virgin. But she could really fuck with you so hard that she's really down to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
But see, this is his story, though. But in his story, what you have to realize is that in his story, this is a woman he's been with for a minute, right? And he knows she's acting out something she's seen somebody else do that she thinks he won't. This is not her.
No, I'm not talking about his story. I'm talking about when women are like how you said you heard her talking to her homegirl. Then later she like, well, why you ain't asked me? She thought that if she...
No, and I'm not even talking about a homegirl. I've had her say shit to me like this in conversation. We might be watching TV. And we be like, and she might say some shit like, these hoes just eating each other pussy and shit. They wild as fuck. So why am I bringing it to you?
But listen though, you gotta understand women though.
It's a facade to see if you fuck with it.
What I'm saying,
oh my God, I'm so glad. No, that's exactly
my point is though. I know, but my
point is respond.
No, listen. My point is this. My point is this. I understand that clearly.
Right.
I understand you heat checking me. I'm just not falling for the heat check.
Right.
And when I don't fall for the heat check,
I don't understand. Like, why not though?
Because what you're trying to do, instead of just asking me what I like, you trying to heat check what I like in this situation.
Right.
It's like women have a tendency
Y'all don't
to
like girls who ask questions.
hold on. Listen to me.
Oh,
Listen to me.
Y'all like, I do too.
No,
That's what
I want you to ask questions that you really want the answer to. You feel me? My thing is this. Like, women have a tendency to be...
It's all about how y'all say it, how you answer the question.
Yeah, but it's just,
I like dirty truth.
Listen,
I
right,
like the truth that you ain't
how
telling
many women
no
like that,
fucking
though?
body.
My thing is, universally, not what you talking about. Universally,
A lot of women, they just don't know how to
universally,
say it.
Universally,
They don't know how to
women
say
love
it.
beautiful lies. Universally.
Can't argue. The women do love to be lied to. But listen to me for a second. A lot of that shit be, like you said, it be a facade, though.
It is.
You understand what I'm saying?
But it's a
lot of
facade
times-
because of what they have
Nigga greedy.
seen in society. And so
Yeah,
they
we
think
let
that
them rock
this is
out
what
some
you
women.
Yeah, I
just
know.
said. Y'all got a wife and a hoe. In our mind, I'm just going to say our. In our mind, okay, you like me. You just told me I'm gorgeous. I'm the type you could settle down with. So you don't want me to be no motherfucking hoe. So you want to go do this other shit.
No,
with
it's
another
not.
bitch.
But it's not.
You
It's
don't
not.
want me to do these
But
things
it's not a
with you.
sexual setup, Tania. It's not about
I'm
sex.
not saying that.
Right.
I'm saying
What y'all
this is
think.
the general consensus of what
Right.
they're gonna think, no matter what the topic is. Even if it's like you just said you don't want to be with no fucking tomboy. Let's say in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck. I hope we don't go to my mama's house one day and see all
all my
these pictures.
cousins and shit gonna be
But
all
listen,
up.
but I'm saying this, though.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
once you start to like us in a certain way, most
But
women
nah.
want to be whatever you want us to
But
be.
this is what we
Because
saying.
we
though.
want to be liked by you.
But we just want you to be
You yourself.
Right.
So when that girl did that, I knew that she wasn't being herself. I love
Correct.
a freak. She
now,
was freaky,
I get
be
that.
freaky, but
I
be
don't
your
like a
version
person who
of it.
fakes
Right.
that shit
Right,
either.
right.
Like,
And a
if
lot
you
of-
don't like girls, don't pretend.
Right.
If you don't like
You know,
to
I'll
masturbate, don't lay on the floor.
I'll be hot as
playing
hell
with
if my
yourself.
girl see me like some pictures with a BBL and she came home with a BBL.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
what
be-
the fuck are you
yeah.
doing?
Now,
But
that's
you
That's
like
not
it.
you.
Yeah.
If I wanted that, I would be with that. I'm with you. I'm in a
But it
relationship
just
with
goes
you.
back to
Right.
women wanting to
But she
please the
watching you
man
look
they
at
like.
that all the time.
But if you leave the
I'm
house
watching
with
her. I'm watching her
if-
watch girl on girl porn. Should I bring a girl home randomly?
If you leave the house with a navel, I want you
Fuck
to come
no.
back
You
with one.
probably should. You should ask first.
Yeah, I should ask first, but I
Right,
shouldn't
you
just
said
do it.
right,
Just
you
like you
can't
should
do it.
ask about that BBL first. Don't just do
Correct.
it.
You definitely
Correct.
right. I agree.
I mean, that
Like I've
takes a
told
lot
my
of
woman,
healing.
I've told the woman before, like, look, man, I've explained, just like I'm explaining to y'all, look, man, that's just entertainment, bro. Like, I don't want you to be that way. And you still find a way to feel insecure. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, I can't. That's
Now,
not
I
because-
will say insecurity starts with the woman. It does. You're insecure in yourself. But a lot of times men don't exactly not help us not be insecure. I'm not saying it's your fault. What I'm saying there are things, not you two specifically, so not my man specifically, but society. Everywhere you go, everything you see, it's like women with ass, women with pretty hair, women with pretty this, pretty skin. Y'all already talked about your forearm hair got to go a certain way. This got to be a certain... Like, there's so many things that y'all already see when y'all first see us that we don't even know y'all seen. You saw my cankles, my fucking thick elbow. Like, you saw all this shit in one take, and I'm supposed to be standing here like, fuck, this nigga already saw all this shit.
But listen, though. Hold on. Y'all been rocking out for a second.
Go ahead. Yeah,
but just
please.
listen,
Go ahead.
though. All I'm saying is when I talk about the accountability part, you understand what I'm saying? A lot of that is y'all own personal setup. Even a lot of shit y'all say, women are so indecisive. Today they might want this, tomorrow they might want something different. Listen to what I'm saying. First, listen. So even just like you said, the statements that the girl was making in the house, those are unnecessary statements because you heat checking me.
Right.
Why are you building up this facade? You just want to see if I like that or not.
Right.
That's all you want to see. Oh, these hoes.
The
here.
better question would
And
be,
then,
do you like that?
Them hoes
Right,
here,
that's
and
what
then you
I'm saying.
peeking over
Oh,
at
you
me to
like
see
that?
if I agree with you. So just to keep the day going, yeah, baby, them hoes there. But deep down inside, nigga, them hoes there.
Right.
What?
Right.
I've always seen this
Right.
thing that
Hold on,
said,
let him roll, let him roll.
never,
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it was just, it just says, you should be weary of women who humiliate other women for attention. That's what that is.
Right. But a lot of times,
Calling another bitch a hoe and you don't even
Right.
understand her lifestyle, that's whack.
but sometimes
But she
lame
don't even
ass
be that
niggas-
deep, though.
But sometimes
Yeah.
lame ass niggas do that too though. They'll.
It's
I,
whack on
I
either
always
side.
say this to girls all the time too though. If your man randomly disses another man like a dude,
Yeah,
that-
like you
just for nothing,
said.
that's the man you should go be with. The dude he's dissing, he's trying to alter your mind so you won't see the great qualities that nigga
That's
has.
the
That's the
same
nigga he want to be.
thing when the girl
Yeah,
is
exactly.
saying, oh, them hoes, whatever, to make it be like you
Facts.
think that this is some disgusting shit when really you like, bitch, I'm into that. You just
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
That's a fact. But this is what I want to say though. I went to the women because this is what I really want y'all opinion on. When I said women are anti-love. Okay, I think everything that women set themselves up for today is counterproductive. You hear women all the time talking about they want love, they want
I agree.
this. But this is what I feel like women don't understand, and we've said this on old podcasts. I guess it's time to reiterate it. When we say women or men or whatever, we're not talking about every single fucking person.
Just general.
We're just talking about a
Yeah.
mass majority of y'all motherfuckers, right? Okay, cool. Love is a servant role. You do understand that, right?
Yeah.
Love is about giving,
Yeah.
not receiving.
Correct.
But I feel like everything women have set themselves up for when they say I'm looking for love is all about what they're receiving, what they're searching for, what their needs are, right? So you're already going into a situation counterproductive. There's so many women who have never thought about what they want to give the man. If they, let's say you stumbled upon the man that you all of a sudden you wanted, you found him, right? You have no thought process on what you want to give him. You think you're so deserving. I see women on the internet, oh, I'm a good woman, I do this, and it's just all bigging up themselves. They're not talking about what I do for a man, or I got my own money, I got my own place, my own job. Well, that's great for you, man. Good fucking job, right? But when you get into a relationship, your job is to serve both people. I'm not just talking about a woman, right? Love is a giving act. And I feel like women are out here searching for love with the receiver's mentality. That's why it's so easy for you to bump into fuck shit, because you're just looking for what you can get. I'm not necessarily even talking money, but it's just like a feeling. Make me feel a certain way. Compliment me. Make me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever my fantasies or dreams are about love and relationships, right? Make that a possibility for me. And the last thing that you've thought about is what you're going to give to the situation.
That's why I only want authentic type of shit. That's why I don't want no bullshit ass, hey gorgeous, hey gorgeous, hey gorgeous, because I feel like you ain't getting to know me. When I want to see somebody, I want to see them for who they are, so I can figure out what I want to give to them.
But even what you just said,
if you're not showing me who you are, how am I
You
know what
proving
you
his point,
give?
though, right
How
now.
can you enter into a relationship?
I said I agree.
Though?
I
Like,
do agree that women don't know because they just.
how can you what?
That's like super unrealistic though. Like, who is going around like, oh, I can't wait to find me a man so I can do this and do that. Like, no, like you want to find somebody who gonna make you feel the way you want to feel first and foremost, and then once you receive that feeling, then you start pouring out yourself to that
understand
person. You know what I'm saying?
understand that's backwards. That's the backwards.
Because the thing about it,
Right.
how about this? Who do you love the most in this world?
My kids.
What do they do for you?
Nothing.
Right. But they was inside me
But-
for
but-
9 months.
but-
you know
But the thing about it is, you wake up every day
That's
thinking
true
about
love.
what you can do
That's
for them.
true love,
You go to work
right?
for them. You grind for them. You hustle for
And
them.
it makes you feel good, don't it? To do for
But
them.
you know
Right.
why?
What's the best feeling in the world? On Christmas,
Your kids loving you.
watching them open them motherfucking presents and be happy, and you got nothing out of that. You had to give everything for that feeling.
Go ahead.
Because y'all talking about kids, that's like you can't compare that.
It is.
No,
It's the same thing.
yeah,
Love is love.
love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
I mean, yeah, in the sense of the word, but
We can
the
twist it
type-
and make
the
it something
type-
different.
So here's
different
why I
types
say
of
it's
love.
different.
You just said it earlier.
No, wait.
You just said earlier. You
What?
said these words have power.
They do.
Tomboy, no matter how you flip it.
Right? Love is love, no matter how you flip it. But
No
it's
matter
still
who it
different
is.
But with
levels
kids,
of love,
kids are
though.
the
Like,
only people
Love
that
is
heard
love.
your heartbeat. They're the wait.
Go ahead.
They're the only person that's heard your heartbeat. Also, when you decide to go with a man and you marry him, it's you and that man, not you that man and them kids.
Well, how about this? How about this? How about this?
wait,
Well, how about this? How about this?
Hold on,
My-
wait. Say that one more time.
Because so if you believe in traditional relationship,
Yeah.
your man is first. Your husband is the head of the household.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that's where the whole fuck them kids comes from with the Currys.
But
It's-
okay.
So,
They're-
so
they're-
if you put your
they're-
husband above something that means the most to you, why aren't you looking to serve him?
Love me better than the kids.
That's
then.
why
Exactly.
I said I agree.
Oh, okay.
But then you
that
came back and
they're
said something
not-
that was counterproductive.
What?
You came right back behind that and said something that went against that.
No, I didn't. I said I agree that women don't know, like what he said when his whole thing was about how we don't know how to actually give the love or what we're looking for love or whatever you had said the topic was. I agree with that part. But I said I don't agree when it comes to the kids because it is different.
No,
I don't
no.
love my kids the same way I love a man.
No,
and I just
no.
don't.
Before we got to that part,
Totally
you
different type of
said
love.
you agreed with him, and then you start talking about how you should feel right after you agreed with him.
Right.
You start talking about how
No,
a man
that's
should make
why
you
I
feel.
said I don't want nothing that's not genuine because I want the love to flow genuinely. Like as soon as I start liking a nigga, I'm talking about day 2.
Right.
I don't mind if by day 3 we is in this shit.
But listen,
because I'm intense like that.
but listen, though.
So that means that I'm already figuring out what can I do to make his life better.
Yeah,
Because
but
if I can't do anything, then it's.
two
But like,
things. though.
who is like really walking around like figuring out how they can make
No-
another person's
nobody.
life better? Like, who?
Nobody.
But that's the problem. That's why nobody's working.
But that's the problem, though.
That's the problem.
No,
And what's funny?
nobody.
And what's
You're right.
funny?
Once
And
you
what's funny
get-
from a man's perspective, right? Most of the time, like when I meet a woman, the most I can get is some pussy.
Right.
Right. So from the beginning, my job is to figure out how I can make this woman feel and what I can do for this woman to get some pussy. That's why I say men love harder than women, because we go into a situation thinking about what we can do for you. And you come into a situation thinking about what we can do for you.
Not what you can do for us to make us better, though. What you can do to get the pussy.
And if it make it, my thing, of course, because that's the driving force. If I'm not getting no pussy, I'm not doing nothing for you anyway. But my point is this, right? I'm coming in, the pussy is the goal, right? But I'm like, let's say, for instance, you're my girl, right? And let's say we not having sex, right? Okay. Until we get to a certain point, right? Right. Along this way, right? I'm taking you out to eat. I'm feeding you. If you got a business, I'm pouring into your business. Okay. I'm making you better. Mm-hmm. I'm pouring into you.
But I can't say we're making them better, but on the same token, it's
but
like...
we are giving effort.
Yeah, but we are not the ones...
You're not doing it just like... You're not doing it from a genuine place. If you saying that the ultimate goal is to get the pussy, then you only doing this stuff to get the pussy.
And
not doing it.
Okay, well, how about this? Well, let me ask you this, Am, what's the ultimate goal for a woman?
A lot of people like to say marriage, but...
Before you even make it to marriage, when you meet a man, what's the ultimate goal for you?
You answer that, because
No, you're a woman. I want both of y'all to answer. What's the ultimate goal for y'all?
What's the ultimate goal?
Right now, I hate.
They don't know. They don't have none.
No. I do know my
what it is. They don't want to answer that because it's gonna make me. Go ahead.
When I meet a guy and I'm like, boom, we connect. My ultimate goal is for us to be together.
Okay.
Period.
But that's it. I don't really have any intentions other than that.
What is this man? This man has to do something to be with you, Tania. If that's the case, you can just go meet a homeless man on the corner and be with him.
No, because I don't bond. Now, if he's homeless and I connect with him, maybe, but I can't.
You ain't connecting with the homeless man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna never be in no.
What's your motive? My thing is this.
For the most part, that women really look at like, oh, he got money.
I'm not. That's why I asked you. Am. I said what? I didn't suggest anything. I said when you meet a man, what is your ultimate goal with that man?
I just want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, like
once I bond with him. I want to be around this nigga every day.
What encourages the bond is what I'm asking. Of course you want to be in a relationship.
How he makes me feel.
How he make us feel.
How he makes me feel.
Like, do you make me want to give you the pussy?
So,
okay, hold on. To be your only reason
Hold on. Let me finish breaking it down.
Have you ever been in love?
Let me finish breaking it down.
Like real love?
Hold on, we're going to get to that.
Have you ever had
y'all, hold on. Y'all ain't not. I got y'all in the camera clip. Y'all are not getting out of this. Y'all not getting out of this figure four.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. The ultimate goal is for him to make you feel a certain type of way, right?
The ultimate goal.
What's the ultimate goal?
Feel some type of way.
But what's the ultimate goal so I can build off of it? Give me your words. I want to twist your words. Huh?
To be
with that. Yeah.
What would make you want to be with him? Because you're not gonna be with anybody. If that's the case, he could have been anybody.
Huh? Yeah, the way he treat us, the way he make us feel, the way.
Right. So my point is, listen to me. Hold on. Let me finish.
The way he walk. Shit.
Hold on. Let me finish. So you said the way he makes you feel, right?
Right.
What actions does this man have to take to make you feel some type of way?
When it's that nigga, you ain't gotta do shit. Like I could sit next to you and be like, "This is the nigga I want."
What you mean?
Based off the way
like
this nigga think,
or like,
and make me feel.
When you meet a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
For him to, because my thing is when I meet a woman, I can tell you exactly what she has to do to make me feel a certain type of way. I want you to explain to me what a man has to do to make you feel a certain type of way.
So when I met 40, we talked about everything. Like the first night we talked on the phone, we talked about God.
So it gave you conversation.
We talked about family.
It gave you time.
That's my thing. That's my shit.
He saw you.
Yes.
Right. He tried to see you.
Right. And so if we would have got to a certain point where I started feeling like, oh, he done fucked me, now he kind of like acting different. I'm gonna feel different about this nigga. Like,
of course. But the ultimate goal, Abby, what was the ultimate goal when you were talking all the night?
If you say to fuck me, it's gonna be a problem.
What was your ultimate when you talked on this phone? When you sat on the phone? Hold on. When you sat on the phone, when you said, hold on, let me break it down. Hold on. I'm going to a good place. Y'all, let me get there. When you sat on the phone all them nights talking to her, right? What was your ultimate goal? What you went back and told your homeboy?
Don't answer this question.
You can answer it. I really want you to answer it.
What was your ultimate goal? Be honest.
No bullshit.
And I got his back.
To help her sell books.
That's good.
What was your ultimate goal, bro?
I probably lost at that point. But
to get the coochie. That's
really
what it was.
Just to be somebody that understood me pretty much.
Right, but after he understood you, what you want to do?
You have to move off of that because he ain't.
Of course.
Okay, now hold on. Let me finish. Now let me fix it.
But
what y'all?
Hold on, it still felt the same.
I'm not saying that. I'm not against that. What I'm telling you is this: and just like in nature, we are fucking animals. A lion will do anything for a female lion to get that pussy. You feel me? And he wants. And the thing about it, once he possesses it, that man married you. You feel me? That man married you. So that man seen something in you, you feel me, to make him want to marry you. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't just the pussy, but without the pussy, you wouldn't be here. So my point,
that's kind of true.
It's the truth. If you didn't have if that's the case, he can go be with a man if he just want to bond.
Yeah, baby. So if you would have fell in love with me, I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know.
If you fucked around and had a detachable pussy, you'd have been out of here.
Right.
That bitch disappear all of us. That bitch disappear all of us. So we have to negotiate.
So the point. So on a serious note, but the point I'm trying to make is this, right? We both have agendas,
right?
But we go into a situation fulfilling things to have our agenda fulfilled. We want some pussy, but there's something I have to do, and I might have to sit on the phone and bond with you all night. That don't mean I don't like you for real. I still want some pussy. So at the end of the day, you want to feel some type of way, right? But my thing is, what my point of this all is that throughout this whole process, it's me giving and you receiving. Most of the time, he's saying that women don't have the intentions of giving anything in these situations a lot of the time. You feel like giving me your time and talking to me in your energy, which is something, right? Which I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I just say they haven't thought about it because they view themselves as the prize.
That's all I'm saying.
So women haven't.
Y'all said on the podcast 12 times.
We are the prize.
But now listen. Also, men do not go around requesting love.
Yeah, correct.
So even if we're not thinking about what we're gonna give them, we're not also the ones preaching
I agree
love.
with both of y'all. What y'all saying? I just feel like women don't know it's okay to be soft and gentle and love without looking like they weak ass bitches.
No, it ain't even got nothing to do with that.
All the way back to Will Lynch, though. Really, if we really get into it.
Yeah, but when do y'all go to the point where if love is what you're looking for, then this is.
They have to literally hold themselves accountable and get out their own way.
This is what I've been trying to get.
Go ahead.
You can't just be like, I love you, and then you ain't showing me nothing.
No, but listen though. What I'm saying is, when do we get to the point where we understand what love is? It's a giving act. I compare it to children, and people say, "Oh, I love them differently." No, love. The essence of love is love. When you read the Bible, whether you believe in that or not, it's a love story, right? God gave everything, sacrificed Himself. We gave nothing in return. We killed the nigga. He came back and still wasn't right? So that's the concept of love, unconditional love, right? It's giving with receiving the least. When do women say, okay, if this is our goal, instead of searching for love, go into it thinking about this kind of woman you want to be for a man and let it find you. Instead of sitting, because what happens, because even when I said that, the first thing out your mouth was, oh, that's why I want genuine love. I prefer it like this, even if it take 3 days. Well, that's 3 days of you, and 3 days are not me. You understand what I'm saying?
Nope. Say that again.
That's you said even if it take us 3 days, I need to feel this way for 3 days, and then if we lock in,
no, I was saying even if it's as soon as 3 days,
right?
Like it don't have to take 3 years.
No, that's fine. But my point is, you want it your way, and then if it goes this way, we could be something.
I want it however it comes naturally.
But my thing is, what process do you have?
When it's natural, I'll feel it.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Not about what you feel. Have you thought about the kind of woman you want to be?
Yes.
For the man, right? So that's all you should think about. But women in general aren't thinking about that. Like she said, who goes around thinking about what you want to give to somebody else? Well, then why would you want to be in love?
That's because why even if you find we are in our own way sometimes.
And then once we in love, like we do it. We gonna take it there.
But
Like,
but you can't say that because you never planned it out.
Once we love somebody.
So now you giving what you think, like you didn't plan it out. You know, you can go through women and ask them what they want in a man, and that list is detailed. And ask them what they give in return, and that list is shorter every time. I've never met a woman with an equal list on what I plan on giving a man as what I want to receive from him.
All I want to receive is a genuine connection, and that's all I want to give.
You say that, but it's detail. It's more detailed than that. Apparently, he can't say gorgeous too much. That's on the list too that I didn't know.
That's from the jump.
That's from the jump.
Joking. What do you mean?
Like the day one, was saying that that's like most of what he's saying. Like
if he's never saying anything else, and I don't mean just like when y'all are really I would have to show y'all what I mean.
I understand, but what I'm saying is your list is whether detailed, tedious, or you can't say this too early, too late. I need this at this particular time.
No, I only said that in reference to you asking about the emojis, and I said the emojis don't bother me. It's the recessive, hey, gorgeous that bothers me.
I understand that. What I'm saying is women are preferential, whether it's this step at this age or how you approach me. The women have thought about how they want to be approached, what gets on their nerves, what I need at this stage in the
about y'all side of things too.
No, we don't.
We don't. like not once have y'all heard us name a bunch of shit a woman got to be here. All we said is fucking.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all ain't fucking no little porch monkeys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a porch monkey's getting dick down right now. Like, what time is it?
But
Noon?
I'm pretty sure she still got to check off some on your list.
Not to get no dick. Like,
From
we dating,
you or
for
from
anyone.
someone? No, she's saying y'all.
If you, all right. When you,
Any man.
well, how about this? Let's do this then. Let's make a test run, right? Okay. What does a man have to do to have you? Name a list of things that a man has to be.
Himself.
Come on,
man.
Tania. If you don't stop
Answer the question, Am.
I'm dead ass serious.
I'm sick of.
Tania,
Because I know what she's saying, though.
I
Like,
feel you, but name a list of things. And like, let's
Okay,
give me.
so
Be
attentive-
shallow for a minute. Be shallow for a minute. And give.
Smart. I definitely want him to be nice looking.
Okay.
I want other bitches to think he nice looking.
Okay.
You know
Is it
what I'm
a
saying?
height preference? Weight
I
preference?
mean, I don't want nobody that's shorter than me.
Okay.
I don't want no big fat slop ass nigga.
And weight preference?
No offense.
Employed.
Weight preference?
I definitely want him to have a job. Now the thing is though, not say we get together and now like I'm in love and it's like, oh damn baby, I don't got no job no more.
Yeah, we're not doing
That's
worst
not
case
a deal
scenario.
breaker.
No, just keep
Okay.
keep on with your list. We understand that. Go ahead.
Employed.
Hair, no hair.
See, y'all
Beard,
going
no
like
beard.
too
Just, no, we
deep.
asking
It
questions.
don't
We asking simple questions. Beard, no beard.
because
If it don't matter, say it don't
We
matter.
asking you to
It
build a
don't
man.
matter. It
All right,
don't
cool.
matter.
Okay, cool. We asking you
But
to build
I
a
like
man.
the beard though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. What are your requirements? Build me a man.
Tania gonna
Build me a man.
Personality.
Cap, man.
That's my
But
number.
like,
Build me a
No,
man.
wait,
Build me a woman,
and
brother.
that's why we never go.
ahead.
That's why
Okay.
we never go.
You
be
just
on
said
the same
himself
page, though,
earlier, so
because
I ain't know
they
you
don't
gonna give me
because
shit.
I do,
think like that.
because
Like, that's really
I
how
have-
we feel. As long as that nigga cool and he making me feel the way I'm supposed, I don't give a fuck with
But
nobody.
yeah, my
None
point
of
is this.
None
Hold
of
on,
the guys
listen.
I dated look
Listen.
the same, so I can't say it's visual.
It's-
They have to be.
like,
Damn,
you-
all I'm
I
saying.
dated an
hold on.
ugly guy
Listen,
before,
Am,
and it's
this is what I'm
hilarious.
saying,
Even from
Am.
the way
This is
he's-
what I'm saying. Am, this is what I'm saying, man.
For
Listen,
real.
listen, Am. This is all I'm saying, right? I've known you for a long time,
right,
right?
right.
Not no any nigga can have you. So
Right.
stop saying that. Right? There is you have to be a certain
I
like
know.
you feel me?
I know.
No any man can have like
Right.
bro,
Women
just like
have
this.
a list.
How about this? Right this is all I'm saying. When a woman goes outside, bro, 90% of women can walk outside and find some dick today. No problem. She can walk up on a random man and say, "Come sleep with me." He going.
That's because I wanted some pussy. It make
Okay,
it
but
easy like
but
that,
90.
you know
But
what
my
I'm saying?
point is this: 90% of men can't do that.
Because we're different. We not out here looking
Out-
to get fucked. We
that's
out here looking
all-
for a man that's gonna love us, make us feel like he
Okay,
really love
okay.
us. Like that's what we looking
Okay,
for.
pause,
You know what I'm saying?
please
Right.
pause.
Yeah.
Point proven.
Now you.
What point?
Listen,
Listen,
let me get to it. Right? The thing about it is this, right? You feel like you are the hunted. You feel like you are the prize.
Right.
So what he's saying is that when a man comes into your life, everything is evolved around what you want and how they gotta make you feel, right? Nobody's thinking about how he feels. That's why men can't walk out. 90% of men can't walk out and tell a woman let's fuck and they go fuck because guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about what we want.
You ain't met my list of requirements. You got to meet these list of
did
requirements.
shit. Like,
No facts. No, I'm not.
That's
arguing
true.
with you. That's fine.
And we agree with that.
Yeah,
But what I'm
that's
saying
fine.
is,
Yeah.
what does a woman have to do to get with you?
it ain't our fault that y'all just want some pussy and that's enough for y'all.
No, but
Like-
listen,
No, what I'm saying- but hold on, this-
my list for a woman, if I'm picking a mate,
Okay.
a woman,
All right.
looks nice
Okay.
and is peaceful.
Two things.
And maybe if I get her pregnant,
A great
be a
mother.
good mother.
That's three things.
We ride out.
So
I ride
the
out
bitch
with you.
ain't gotta cook. The bitch ain't gotta clean up. The bitch can be a bum.
If you,
she ain't gotta have no get up, no
but
drive.
that's not a good woman.
That goes on requirements.
It's
If she cooked and cleaned and all that, wonderful.
Wait
Right.
a
But
minute.
listen,
so
it-
you.
One, no,
Let
one.
me ask you this real quick.
Yeah,
I want you to clear this up because you just said this live
I
for
got you.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a peaceful, what you said,
Nice looking,
attractive,
good mother.
good mama.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you get out work, hard working, your house is filthy, and you finna be hungry as fuck because she ain't cooking nothing.
I got that.
You fine with that?
I get
got that.
if you peaceful, I get us a maid and a chef.
I can
You
cook.
can't afford no maid.
listen.
Let's let's make
No,
like you
it's
know what I'm
fine.
saying. We making minimum wage.
Because let me
here.
tell you
Like, we
something
not
though.
talking about
Pussy feel good in the dirty house, just like it do in the clean house. I just want you to know that. I'm
And
just
then
telling
see,
you.
like,
It's
shit like
somebody. It's somebody right now in
With
the
a
hood
dirty
on
ass
the
lady
dirty
that's
house.
peaceful.
Fucking so good right now. But
A
listen,
love story.
what? They don't even
A
feel.
love story.
They don't even feel a roach in the bed with them right now. No, that's true though.
That's where you
It's
just came
somebody in
from.
the
You
hood
live in
right
Truman
now.
Arms. How many
This how
love
you
stories
live?
you seen? I lived in the Scammy Arms.
What?
How many love stories you done seen?
A lot.
Motherfuckers out there, now mind you,
They
this,
was in
this
love.
and then, see, this is why I say we
They
include.
was in
This is why I say
love.
this is why I say humans
With
and
a
human.
flow mattress, a
Listen.
PlayStation, and Newports on the floor. go.
Humans create so many extra steps to love, bro, and romance, right? That's why, like, even with us in our domesticated society, we are so spoiled and we create so many extra steps to things, bro. There are so many things we take for granted that other people love. Like, we'll go turn the shower on, let that bitch run for 15 minutes before we get in it.
Right.
That's somebody looking at us crazy.
Like wasting all that water.
I get in a cold shower.
So my point.
You take cold showers?
I don't give a fuck.
So my point is this.
Yeah, I would jump in that bitch cold and start showering.
Right. So my point is this though. It's like there's somebody in Truman Arms fucking better than somebody in Beverly Hills right now, and they more in love,
more happy.
They ain't got no food in the refrigerator. There's homeless people laying on the side of the road that love each other more than you and your husband probably ever will.
When you break down to what we're talking about, it's because it's the person.
That's why I say
that's exactly what
I'm not saying that there aren't women who can't hold themselves accountable and don't have all this shit. I agree, but I just made a post that said I would hate to try to just be so non-basic that I forget to be simple.
Right.
Like, people are so busy trying to not be called basic, they forget to just be simple, to just be.
Right.
I literally just want to exist as the human that I am and find another motherfucker who wants to do the same thing and fall off a cliff with him.
See,
That's literally it.
You're so spacey and blue magic, but you got your blue magic man, you don't want him.
That's not true.
You want him? Then he needs cameras? All right, then. See, it's not that simple now, is it?
Right.
It's not that.
Because if it was that simple, everybody would be with somebody.
Right. If it's that simple, you would look into the camera and
say,
say,
mark.
You can't miss your mark if no.
I did.
Maybe you're not peaceful.
No, it ain't that.
Maybe he don't.
It ain't that.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to tell you something about the moon and you wanted to argue about it because in your opinion, it's closer to
I
Venus.
would never argue with that person.
It's something.
It is something.
Tania be capping, bro.
Yeah,
I don't be capping.
But all we saying is, in general,
I fucked up one time and I
My
would
dog
never
be capping, man. I asked her what her man is. She said himself. Boy, you get your ass out of here. If that's the case, hey man, y'all get in them DMs, man. All you gotta be is yourself.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy?
Get in them DMs, man.
No, you know what's so crazy? How when niggas don't fuck with me,
that's
what they say. They say, you don't know what it's like to have you and then lose you because you're so fucking understanding.
If all they gotta be is themselves, why they losing you?
Because they still fuck up because they
How
don't
can I fuck up if I'm being myself?
Because they don't believe. No, I had somebody tell me the shit you told me about yourself. They was looking and saying like, they was doing just like Bone. This bitch is cap. So they hearing me tell them all this shit. And they're like taking it in like, okay. They're not believing me. So they're still moving in a fuckboy way. And then finally one day, it hit them. They realized it, but it was too late because I am unwavering when it comes to me.
If I'm a fuckboy and I'm just being myself, I should be good because all I got to do is be myself.
No, when I say fuckboy moves, I mean like this person would do shit that they didn't realize. Like it took them a lot to realize the shit they was doing was in their own way. And I stayed around to let them know it, but it took too long.
So what I'm saying is, my point is, you do have things that you have tolerance.
You do a good job at generalizing and putting shit in the shell, but you got requirements.
That's all I'm saying, bro. You got requirements.
You have standards. You have things.
I have standards as far as how you make me feel. They weren't. Cause ain't nobody made me feel nothing real.
But that's which means you have requirements.
Some fake ass shit.
But because they don't meet your standards.
That's because they're not being real with themselves. He wasn't being real with himself or who he was.
So I can already tell
and
you
I found
that's not
out.
Peaceful. Who are you to tell me that I'm not being real with me?
When I find out, when I start seeing shit that's proof that bitch you're fucking lying to me, and all I asked you not to do is not fucking lie to me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Be Spider-Man, bitch. But don't fucking lie.
He said we're all lying.
I mean lying a different way, like blatant fucking lies. Like you don't have to tell me your whole life. But bitch, if I see some shit and I know this is you, don't say that's not you. Like that's a fucking lie.
Is the vein under the bang, man?
Yeah, no.
Lift the bang up and let me see the vein under there.
It is.
Right. Tania leave you and say some shit you ain't never heard. You're not being yourself.
That's what I said. And
what happened to you? Bitch said I want to be myself.
I always be lying.
I was just
bitch, I be lying so little.
Right,
exactly.
Nigga calling you trying to get you back saying dumb shit. Hey, listen, I've been working on being me. And,
I ain't told all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now you're not being yourself. You're a fucking liar.
I ain't been nobody else all day, and I've been doing good for about a week. And if you could just give me another chance to be me,
will never not be myself.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I will never
You
not
can
be
play basketball with your shirt off if that's what you like. I don't even mind that. I'll be shirts.
Blouses.
Nigga just want you back. Nigga said anything.
Yeah, Tania said himself. Boy,
That's
stop.
all I require is for you to be who you are. If you're a bank robber, bitch, let's do it. That's it.
So I'm gonna try. Okay, so this is what they saying, right? So, okay, a bum on the street, no potential, no nothing. I'm just myself. I'm a bum. Like, how do y'all connect off of that? I guess is what they pretty much saying.
She
like,
don't.
you do.
I'm not gonna connect with that because I work too much.
Right.
That's
Like,
a
that's
standard.
So that's a standard. Have a job. Be employed.
Here's my thing, though.
Have something going for yourself.
I'm not gonna run into a homeless man.
Okay,
Yes.
but listen,
Okay,
I can
but what
run
if you-
into a
okay,
homeless
well, what if you
bitch
run
if she
into-
fine and peaceful enough. She won't be homeless no more. I'll fix
No.
See, that's the thing about. That's what they don't
I have
understand.
kids.
I don't think
I'm
women
not
understand
taking
this.
in no
A man can
He
meet
might be a great nigga.
a man can meet, and
I
it's
got a
and it's
kid.
like and it's in our society.
You ain't
meet your
homeless,
homeless
bitch.
stepmama.
Right.
Huh?
In our
ain't
society, a
homeless.
man
I said she could be homeless.
Oh,
Right.
If she fine, I'm like, hey.
in our
If she
society,
fine, that's-
bro. You know how many times
she's fine and peaceful.
how many times have you passed by a fine ass homeless motherfucker? Like, boy, I don't know how
I
somebody on
ain't
these
never
streets.
seen no fine ass homeless person.
I passed by.
Men have.
Listen,
Men have.
Right, I passed by a girl who was like newly homeless.
Right.
Like she was probably a week homeless.
And you was
I was
like-
like, boy, if I had the time, I could
Right.
fix that up.
Right. A man.
Just
Listen.
got on the street.
Yeah. Listen.
She newly homeless. She just got kicked
Listen,
out.
man. A man can take a woman from any situation, bro. If she's peaceful and he's attracted to her and they vibe, he will uplift her. You never just like right now, most women can go to a Future concert, and there's a chance you might fuck Future, right? I can go to a Beyonce concert, bro. My po ass.
But listen,
there's never a chance that I can fuck Beyonce.
There is women.
A groupie go home. One groupie go home every night.
Y'all are
How many groupies you think go home with Beyonce after concert?
She know how she a man. Why she
Even before then, she didn't take now nigga home from one of her shows.
But
been
that's
with him
because
since she
we
was
the ones
16.
with the control.
Yes,
Like,
agreed.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah, agreed.
And y'all are running from that, saying y'all are not.
So all I was saying in general is I would appreciate if women would stop either asking for love or start understanding what love is and
I
approach
don't
it from
think
that
they know
angle.
what love is. Remember, I sent you that message that said when the person said they would like us to talk about love and how it's not given and da 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 da. There are a lot of women who didn't even get love for their moms. Have you ever seen how black women are with other black women and how they are with their daughters? Our generation has decided to be more loving and gas our daughters up because we didn't get that. We got these jokes of get your head knocked behind the washer and dryer. I'm not never gonna put my hands on my daughter like
But
that.
are y'all too friendly with it?
This is what I'm gonna say too. Now, when it comes to that, because I kind of want us to like not be so quick to be like, oh, that's that old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to.
Because
put
some of
your
that
hands
shit was
Some of that
solid.
good.
Yes, because
But you know what I mean, where it's like maybe you had a good mom, but I had friends whose moms called them bitches.
right.
Like, you
No,
stupid
not that.
bitch, get in
Yeah,
your
no,
room.
that's
So
wild.
that's what they grow up. They don't know what
Yeah, that's
love
wild.
is ever. Like, they didn't have their daddy. They didn't have a sister. They grew up with their mama saying, you can get your fast ass out of my house as soon as you old enough. You just out here trying to, and they really trying to look for love.
But what we can't have, though, we can't have a situation like, because what he said was perfect, and I agree with what he said 1,000%, to where in our society today, when you meet a woman, all they're thinking about is what you could do to serve them and not what they can give. Now, what we can't do is in a situation just like you just said, basically what he said, how you said women didn't, a lot of people didn't learn how to love because they weren't loved. So when you have somebody in a position to explain something to somebody, it's just like I always say, like, I hate it when I got kids. I hate when I install something in my child and he go home and his mom uninstall it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you give somebody some game like that, which is solid game, and then just for the sake of not wanting to be accountable, it's like, that ain't what we is, that ain't what we do. It is exactly what it is. Right. It's the truth. It's the truth that love is a serving act. There's no debating that.
It is not.
You can try to flip it how you want to. We gave a good example with the kids. Love is love. Just like we think there's a difference between romantic love and love for our kids. No, love is love.
Yeah, love without
No,
giving.
there
We
is
love
agape
y'all,
love,
though.
and then there
We
is
do
romantic
give
love.
to y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a cook, I'm a clean, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know
No,
what I'm saying?
but
Where
what-
you at? Did you make
but-
it?
but-
Your
but-
job
but-
in love is to make us
Hold
feel
on, but
comfortable
all
to
he's saying is
service
this.
you.
All he's saying is this, right? All he's saying is this. That's something.
Yeah.
Listen, no, that's not true.
That's not true.
What he's saying, and that's the problem.
my
Hold on, that's the problem. What
You
he's saying.
can't prove that,
No,
and
this,
you can't
this,
prove
this-
that.
hold on. This is
That
what he's
is your
saying.
opinion.
This is what he's
I
saying.
can't
All of
believe
that
it.
is fine,
I'll
Em.
wait.
My thing is this, right? What he's saying is that what he's saying is that I have to go through leaps and bounds to get to a space to where you are giving love when love should be given initially from the beginning, both parts. When I meet you and I want to take you, I should be looking to serve you just like this, right? Just like this, right? I'm gonna tell you, this is the wildest shit. This is what I hate the most, right? Let's say, for instance, I invite you to my house as a first date, right?
Okay.
And I cook dinner for you the first time, right? Okay, I'm serving you, right? So in return, when this is what gets you eliminated as a woman with me. I cook for you. You feel me? I feed you. I pour the wine and all this shit. And when we get done, you leave the dishes.
She should wash dishes.
You don't wash the dishes. You feel me? We leave. You go home the next day. I'm washing my own dishes too. What did I get out of that?
Nothing.
So it's like you came into this situation. Now, mind you, we not in a place yet to where you feel like you need to serve me and you love me. You and that man been married forever. You feel me? But we're talking about initially because how you start is how you finish. If I go into a situation with a woman, that I'm trying to love, and initially she's not giving me anything in return, I have to earn that in return. You feel me? That's not going to be sustained most of the time because that's not her personality from the beginning, and it may not be. You're right. That's why your ass ain't gonna make it that far. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But
if
what I'm saying,
you poured wine and you cooked and she didn't even try.
That's why I say you fired. You fired. So my point is
but
this.
most women wouldn't though.
Right.
I'm gonna be like most women today wouldn't try to wash the dishes.
It's the first date. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. Like I'm not. What I'm washing dishes for? Like I'm on a date.
But why am I cooking for you on the first date?
Right, because we could have just went to Chili's or something.
No, I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that's how they look at it.
How about this then? How about this?
She just saying that's how they look at it, and she right. That's
right. That is how they. But that's what's wrong. It's all he's saying. That's how they look at it. This is what I hate when people say that's just how it is. That's just how it is doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
We can change how it is.
Let me say this though. If y'all wasn't going into it like looking to have sex though, y'all would be carrying y'allselves totally different. Y'all won't feel so played if y'all wasn't doing so much to fuck us.
But damn, that's all we get.
Like, if y'all was living the way we was living, like, oh, when I meet this nigga, I just want to know what kind of nigga he is. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that he gonna make me feel like that. That's what y'all should be doing too. You shouldn't go into it like
we're not going into it just for like that's a part of it.
Hold on, listen. We don't feel played. What I'm talking about is a real relationship situation. We don't feel played. What happens is when we get in a relationship, we feel underserved. We're unhappy. There's very little in it.
Why are y'all getting in a relationship?
Let me explain. Because let me explain.
Don't even go there.
Let him finish.
Let me explain. Right? We feel underserved in a relationship. We get you, right? It is our goal to I'm talking about real shit. We're not talking about to getting some pussy. Let's get that out of here, right? I meet a girl that I actually fucking like and I want her to be mine, right? I come into it with a serving mentality, wine and dine, whatever to make you feel comfortable, that whole nine, right? And then when I get you, I understand that I have to keep that level, right? I got you. It's what I got to do, right, to keep you.
Right. How you start is how you finish.
Correct. Now I'm realizing that I'm not getting much in return other than you or other than pussy, which I've gotten a million times for tremendously less than what I'm giving you. You get what I'm saying? Men are miserable because there's not much in the relationship the way it's set up today for men. So this is what I'm saying. So sure, we agree that we should serve you, but because women have thought so little about what to give back in return, you actually get the relationship and you sit on your hands like a prize, or you give yourself credit for the basic shit that you should be doing anyway. And it's not equaling up. I'm talking about real relationships now, not the bullshit. It's not equaling up. So that's what I'm saying. You said that love, how did you say it when you said it was my opinion? You said that love, I should make you feel comfortable enough to serve and all that other kind of stuff, right? But I disagree.
Y'all have to make us feel like we want to be submissive. I can't be no submissive to no nigga I can't trust.
But
I can't trust you with the way I feel.
No, listen,
when you go into a relationship, what I'm saying is this. Listen, hopefully I'm saying this clearly. I'm a little tipsy. But listen, you should go into a relationship with that mentality, regardless of what I have done for you. If I have...
Right, but I'm not going to get in a relationship.
Let him finish.
Right. Most people, though, you should, when you meet a man, if you're willing to go out with this man, okay? If you're willing to see if this is your person, right? You should go into it all guards down, thinking about what you can do in return. I'm talking about what you're supposed to do.
That's dangerous for both sides.
It is dangerous, but there's no safety.
But
listen, love is dangerous, though.
There's no safety net in love. So what we're doing is,
because we fall way faster than y'all. I don't know.
But that's what y'all are looking for. All I'm saying is, if this is what you're looking for, you cannot go into it with the safety net up. You're sabotaging it from the beginning.
I know.
Right.
I agree.
So if you're going into it, because love is unconditional, that's supposed to be the only love that exists. If I have to do something to achieve your love, that's not love. Do we agree or disagree?
I agree.
If I'm only getting your love because I do X, Y, and Z,
When
that's
I stop
not
the
love.
yeah, right.
That's what That means I am earned. That's like your job doesn't give you a paycheck and you should be grateful. No, nigga, I work for that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I was here 40 hours. I was supposed to make X amount of dollars, right? I shouldn't kiss your feet because you paid me for what I did. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Love is unconditional. You love me because, like you said, I might love you because you're beautiful. I might love you because you got good pussy. What if you get sick? What if you get out of shape? What if something you get a car accident? Should I not love you anymore? So if you can't do X, Y, and Z, that's what I'm saying. So all I'm doing is speaking on towards women because they push this love. But when you talk to women, I never hear about what y'all plan on giving. On none of these shows, none of my personal life, the list is always short. So it's like you go into it anti-love. You go into it looking to see what you're going to get.
And a lot of the times they go into situations on the defensive. And my thing is like, if you're on the defensive, like, bro, you
can't totally see the full situation.
Listen, it's just like a boxing match, bro. If I'm scared to fight, why get in the ring?
Every time.
Right.
There's a chance. I go in there understanding that there's a chance I might knock them out or they might knock me out. Right. I know I'm in a fight. So the same thing is with love. Like, what you have to understand is that there's no insurance policy in love. Like you said, there's no safety net. So if you're going to love something, you have to go in with your guard down. You can't start a situation with your guard up because of what you felt before. I'm not him. You feel me? So it's funny because every time we reference relationships, all we get from women is the toxic side of it. Like, well, what if you can't be trusted? I'm like, bro, well, why are you even going into a situation with somebody in the first place? When we speak of relationships, I'm speaking from a healthy standpoint. Right. I'm speaking from a thriving standpoint. Right. When I talk about serving you and doing things for you, you feel what I'm saying? And women say, you just want some pussy. I'm like, no. If I'm going into it to pursue you, you feel me? That's by default. The motherfucker to get the pussy is the one who ain't thinking about it. So if I fuck with you like that and I'm going into a situation with you, that come with it. It's like the fries that come with it. So if I treat you a certain type of way and I'm serving you, I do want to feel like I'm getting something in return because otherwise, if I'm like...
what do you want then? So what do men want? Like, what do y'all want?
Peace.
Yeah,
y'all got
That's it. There is no...
But that's what I'm saying. I wasn't not saying that. I literally just told my homegirl today, I'll always take the risk of having my feelings hurt just to be able to feel.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about getting hurt, but if I want love, I want love. And that's why I just want it simple and basic. Whatever you're giving me as your love is what I want to receive and return. Yeah, and I want you to feel just as understood and loved as I want to feel.
But they don't have to talk. You can ask them 1,000 times what's going on. Like,
I talk too much. Niggas think I talk too fucking much because I really want to know you.
Me. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know you. I want to ask you questions.
Yeah.
That exists possible.
You niggas think I talk too much.
No,
so I know niggas think I talk too much.
Yeah, you're supposed to talk. You
but
breathe it though.
Saying, but in relationships, sometimes it's like, damn, you want to know all of this about me? Yeah. Like, can I jump inside your skin a little bit?
But you understand. But you got to understand though. Like, sometimes peace is quiet though, and you like.
But
I know when to shut up.
Also, that might not be the guy for you.
Right.
There is a man
that want to hear all that.
He wants to hear you talk all day.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Right. Right. Yeah, and we have a tendency to pick the wrong people and then like try to apply this shit to it. It's like there's a such thing as we'll have a conversation and it'd be like, well, what if he? I'm like, that's not the type for you. I'm talking if we're gonna speak hypothetically, we can't. There's always a different side of it to where it didn't work. Right. So if we're gonna speak hypothetically, we're talking from a standpoint to where everything is in alignment.
That's why I stopped having a type though, and that's why of course I have a standard as far as I have 3 kids, so the person can't be a fucking creep because I have 3 kids.
Right.
But other than that, I really would like to know a person just for who they are. Like, if you're the Joker, bitch, just show that shit. Like, just be that. Because I might be a fucking weirdo, too. I am weird.
Joker can't be around your kids.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'll get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get exactly
like,
what you're saying.
I just want to meet a person for who they are, and they don't have to, I don't want them to feel like, because I look a certain way, people think they don't think I'm black. They don't think I'm this. So they think they have to put on and be this certain way that I'm only going to like these certain things. And I'm like, nigga, you don't even know me.
Right. Yeah. And when I ask you if you, what was your preference? I think like whenever I ask you what your preference is, you go straight into already like, you speak as if you already love this person. You feel me?
Hold on.
I feel you. No. Yeah.
I'm drained.
That's wild as fuck. But what I'm saying is this.
When I go
what I'm saying is
next time you date a nigga on the first date, tell him that.
And he gonna dip.
And he's gonna think I'm fucking psycho. But listen, that's why you can't.
Do you know how much time that would save you? There's gonna be some nigga that looks at you back and say,
not like what?
There's going to be a
Bitch,
nigga.
just
There's
said
going to
shit.
be.
Bitch say she love me. I just met the bitch
Look,
yesterday.
they gonna be like, yeah, so call my phone and say
Real
it's an
quick, 'cause I gotta
emergency.
fucking go because this bitch is psycho
I
killer.
think you got niggas will the fucked up. That nigga ain't going nowhere. Cause when you say that, I'm gonna think the pussy close. Oh, you wanna love me?
Oh,
Right.
Lord.
Well, in that case, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
nah,
I
but
love you
what,
too.
but on a serious note, when I asked you that, it's like I couldn't get a real answer because I think you're taking my question as if you are, because it's like when you, in order for a man to be just himself and for you to accept that, he had to have gotten close to you.
Right.
You're not just gonna meet the Joker and just love the fucking Joker. He has to get you in some type of way. Harley Quinn didn't just. But I'm saying Harley Quinn didn't just fuck with the Joker. It was a process. It's still no matter what, if you get close, especially in relationships like that, when you love somebody toxic, that's usually a process to get there. You feel me? Yeah. So all I'm saying is when I ask you what type of man do you desire, I'm like, what are the qualities that would allow a man to even get that close to you for you to love him like that? And it's not being himself, because being himself is already close to you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why you didn't have a list, and she had a list because she was thinking from a standpoint of like, I'm just meeting him. You thinking like, I'm already batshit crazy.
But like I say, you'll be surprised how many men, because like I said, we're so simple. Pretty, peaceful, good mom if you get her pregnant.
And she love me today?
Right. It's a lot of niggas who ready to love you today. You'll be surprised how many niggas are signing up today. Like real shit though.
And sign off tomorrow.
But listen,
after they get that pussy, because she crazy.
Right. Yeah, but after you prove you're not peaceful on the second day,
it's a wrap.
I am
what's peaceful
very
peaceful.
peaceful.
A lot of things that y'all
I am very peaceful. When I say
us trying to
peaceful,
help y'all.
I don't even say shit twice. If I say it once, you heard
My
me.
dog said peaceful is not saying it the first time.
No, I mean like
I say that's peaceful.
if I'm talking and you
When we
just
fuck on the
ain't
first day and I leave, so
What
what
though,
is
like?
we?
Yeah,
Nothing,
you're not
apparently.
peaceful now.
Yeah.
you just broke the
I see
peace.
where this going.
What is peaceful though?
I was gonna get in my car and drive home silently and think about, hey, this might be all right. You fucked it up.
Without
I don't think how we gonna be, and I'll get back to you. Right.
y'all would be surprised.
He said you silence. He's gonna get the car.
you get that one on we text.
Real shit though. But niggas get pissed they ride home with no music though.
For sure.
You know that?
Absolutely.
I am nothing
But listen,
like
can't wait to.
this.
Did y'all
with
know
a
that
man.
though? When niggas get pussy, they ride home with no music on.
You used to go home.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't have a real answer for it.
Shit.
But when we get pussy and drive home, we don't cut no music on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You owe me.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about that though, but that's just what it is.
You gotta crack the windows a little bit too. You
You
can't have the
gotta hit a
AC.
win.
You gotta hit a win. You can't have the AC going. You gotta let the windows
AC ain't
down.
never been on. Facts.
Yeah,
You
for
get
real.
some pussy though. I don't know what it is. Like you trying to ask. I don't know what it is. I can't
You
figure
don't
it
want
out.
to talk.
I'm
No,
sure
you
I
don't
really
know.
want to know though, like what's peace for y'all? Because y'all don't be wanting to hear shit. Y'all, you can tell.
I don't like to talk
No,
much
being
with them either. Unless
Being
it's
peaceful is
talking.
this. All right, I'm gonna give you.
Like when I'm at home, I like to be in the house with a nigga, but we ain't gotta speak to
Let me
each other.
hold on.
I'm
Let me.
like that
No,
too.
but that's
I'm
not
an
that's
Aquarius,
that's
so I
that-
love
listen,
like
that's not
myself.
necessarily
I love
peace.
you.
What we mean by peace?
Talk.
This
No,
what,
I mean like if we just chilling and you doing stuff and I'm doing stuff, just us being in the same room. I like that.
That's not what
Yeah,
we mean by
that's fine.
peace.
That's
What
sometimes
we
when
mean
you
by
be
peace
like,
is this.
goddamn, how many
This is
games
what we
you
mean
gonna
by
play?
peace, Am.
Not
If there's a
nagging.
situation to where
What's the name? That's what
no, if there's a situation to where something happens, something slight, right? And there's an opportunity for you to say something or not say something. And you understand that if you say something, it's going to create an unnecessary altercation. Or you can let it slide and it's all good because it's that petty. You feel me? When you choose the latter and say, you know what? I ain't going to even fuck with him about that. That's peaceful.
That is. A nigga got a joke
Nah,
that he say.
and-
Okay,
I
what
have
if that
big-
occurs like 5 more times?
Yeah,
listen, but
like
stay
at what
peaceful.
point are we supposed
If
to
it's
say?
petty, yeah. If it's
You
not
know?
major,
No, if it's the same
So-
petty thing.
yes,
But
because
they never
do you
knew.
know how many times we see shit y'all do and we just chalk it up?
But
Right.
we don't want y'all to do that.
you can put the
though.
wrong
Like,
drawers on and it fuck me
Hell
up. And I be
yeah.
mad.
All the
Y'all ain't
time.
gonna say shit
A
though.
comedian-
No, say that.
Listen,
It's like
go ahead, tell the joke.
I heard a
I'm
comedian
literally
say
totally different. Like for real, because I say this to him all the time. Like, tell me if I'm bothering you, if it's something about you don't like, tell me.
Nah, because
that's
we-
how I'm doing you.
nah, but we
I want-
peaceful, though. We'll
we
just let
want
you do
y'all
that.
to
Right, we'll let you,
Let you
but,
do it.
but we'll let you do it as long as you
Right.
if that's the thing about us. We'll see some shit we don't like about you and never say nothing. Like
Why
for one,
though? Like,
for
they
instance,
have to help you
right?
out.
This
It's annoying
hold on,
you,
this
man,
is
you cool.
peaceful. This is a
Right.
man. This is a man being peaceful, right? I hate lashes, right? So if my girl likes lashes and I know she like lashes and I don't like them and she put them on, I don't say a word.
Right.
You feel me? Wear your lashes because I know that makes you happy.
It ain't no big deal.
It ain't a
Right.
big deal. It's not that serious.
You know what
I
get
do.
you know what get on
I
my
like
nerves?
that.
Because when I buy fast food and I know I got a large fry and you got that fuck ass small, but I go to pay the lady and I know you digging in there to get my fries out my large, that bother me.
That's for
But
that
you don't
shit.
say
But I
nothing.
let you eat them fucking fries.
'Cause you peaceful.
And I know
What
I asked you.
fries?
I know I asked you that you want a large fry at that window, and you told me no.
Nah, because
What
you
the comedian
eat
say?
yours the whole time. You got a large. I'm gonna eat some of yours.
But why would you? No, I asked you that you want a large fry. I get on my. But the comedian said. He said, when you get married, your wife, I hate when my wife ain't peaceful. I be upstairs. She be like, babe, you left the cabinet open. He be like, well, close the motherfucker. That's it, though.
Right. So we go thing, right?
Upstairs, I need, just close the
but
fucking
like
cabinet.
she said though, like why do I have to keep closing the cabinet? I'm not your slave, bruh. Close that shit.
So
you don't know
closing
you
the cabinet
use
make
it.
you my slave.
No,
I pay
I'm
the-
not. No, so I'm using that example because that's what y'all using. But it could be something
That's
like,
wild.
okay,
But you compare closing the cabinet to being my slave. Baby, can you just close the fucking
You know what?
cabinet?
I only had
Because
one
the
reason.
thing about it, because the
She
thing
said
about
it
it,
happened 5
hold
times.
on, because
So at this point,
hold on,
don't
because
you got me fucked
listen,
up?
nah, because but what y'all got to understand, right, is if y'all making us happy and we fucking with y'all like that, right, we'll close that motherfucking cabinet every time and not say nothing. I'll be glad to close the cabinet. It'll be routine. I'll make it my thing. I just know I tell my homies, boy, she gonna leave that cabinet open, but I have to close it every
She gonna
time.
hit that head too.
Nah,
Exactly.
I was
Right.
just about to say I'm clumsy. So the only thing
No,
I
he don't
used
mean
to
hit that
hate
head like that. He
was
don't
some
mean hit that head like that.
With some, I wasn't saying
You
that.
sucking that dick, I'll close all your cabinets. Damn, baby.
I was saying like I used to hate to trip over big ass shoes. I ain't give a fuck about.
Yeah, you know they use that example.
I'm
so I
so
had to just
short.
go with
I'm like,
that.
God
Yeah.
damn it, these big ass fucking shoes.
We figured out, man.
Yeah, we
That's
at
all
home
I'm
all
saying.
day, right? House clean. I know that's my thing. I'm not gonna let him come home.
Which
to
is
town
dope.
dirty
That's
house,
dope.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
clean house is
so
dope.
right, so the shit clean. He get the stripping, shirt, heel, shoes, their socks.
Yeah.
Fuck, you ain't see it was clean.
My dog worked to be
Man,
able to
I
do
do
that
that.
though. He just got to work. He just got to work.
today.
But
Right,
now
I did an 8-hour shift.
I did an 8-hour shift too. Just because I work from home don't mean nothing. Like
Yeah.
I work too.
Inside or
like
outside?
for real. Don't matter.
What you talking
I know the answer.
That check's been the same
Inside
way.
or
You feel
outside?
me? He work inside. Yeah, he work.
Okay.
Yeah, he work inside.
Which one labor
I
intensive?
use my brain more.
Okay, well, yeah. Get these socks, please. You don't even got to think to get them socks. You know
This is what I'm
what
saying though. Like this is what I'm saying because now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I have gotten a lot better. I have learned that you gotta pick your battles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Right.
don't want to be arguing all the time. And
It
shit.
comes with
Plus, y'all don't
age
want
and
us to wash
learning.
y'all
It really
clothes.
does.
When you
know what
get
I'm saying?
married
You
really
fuck around and wash them
young, you
panties
know.
and shit.
Yeah, we got.
You see what's in them motherfuckers. You like, God
Yeah.
damn, baby.
And
What was you doing
It's
in
the
these
thing,
panties?
though. It's like
and there's a dope way. There's a dope way to handle situations
Every
like
nigga watch
that,
their girl
right? See,
panties and be like,
and
"What
I
the
think,
fuck?"
and I think the approach, just like even we can go back to the cabinet thing. It's more so what makes it unpeaceful is the way it's done. You feel me? There's like you can come to me, I can be playing the game, and you can say, "Hey, babe, can you please not leave the cabinets open? That shit drives me nuts." So now when I leave the cabinet open again, and you yell at me, it's not that you disrupting my peace. I know I fucked up, but for
see,
you
I
to
don't
just
need
be
to do
to just spaz on my ass about the cabinet because you having a bad day, that's a whole
Now
different.
that's
Even
fucked up.
so, I don't want to hear about the cabinet.
That's totally
This is
different.
my thing.
It's,
Like,
it's about this right here.
I don't
Like
think y'all have.
clean up behind yourselves. Like it really boiled down to that. Like if I come in my kitchen, the kitchen ain't
But let
clean
me
no
ask
more.
you
If the
something.
cabinet
But-
open, I'm just only using that because it's
Is
what
your-
you're saying. Because I'm not finna complain about no cabinet. I'm
Right.
gonna close that
But
shit.
would
and
you
keep it
would you
moving.
say
You
your
know what I'm
husband?
saying?
Would you say your husband's a good man?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
cool. So would you sacrifice a good man for just picking up these clothes and just putting them in the laundry basket?
I don't complain all the time, but to a certain extent, now every day I'm be like, God damn, baby,
Now 2 days in a row.
Now he might get away with 2 days
But
in
I'm
a
a
row.
good
He know
man.
he do this shit
But
every
listen,
day.
I'm
So at a certain point, you should
But
be
you know what I
expecting
think
me
it
to
is,
come
though?
for you.
You
You
know
know
what
what
I think it is?
I'm
I really think that they don't understand how hard it is to be a good man. though.
It's hard.
saying? So y'all think it's easy to be a good woman?
Yeah, in the situation.
A nigga right up
No, no.
hello gorgeous every day.
But you don't want that. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's great. But listen. But let me tell y'all why. But let me tell you why that's cool though. Because I guarantee you, he gonna do more than not just pick up his fucking clothes off the ground.
And I'm
So if you
sure.
want that hello
I'm
gorgeous,
sure. Nah.
Right.
have at it.
And-
Damn.
I'm just talking shit. I'm saying
and I
it's hard
get-
for us too.
See how
you
that
know what
go,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
y'all
see how
just-
much-
Listen, he gonna be real good at taking his clothes off and putting them back on.
Listen.
His clothes will always be
No,
where they
all
supposed
she,
to be.
I think what she just saying.
For real.
Go ahead and get it.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
All she really saying is that
You gonna be like, baby, you took your jeans off. Ain't no drawers in them. Ain't no drawers in them.
Do you think that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
saying?
baby.
We ain't even talking.
You left the house with no drawers? Well,
Ain't no
It
motherfucking way.
does. It is probably hard to be a good man because, like y'all said,
Yeah.
there's temptation out there. You really are still desiring other people, all that bullshit,
So
whatever.
get these clothes.
But she's saying it's also hard to be a good woman in the sense of getting out of your own way and being able to say, just pick the socks up. It ain't even worth the argument. Or just pick the shoes up. It ain't
But
worth the
I
argument.
do it.
She ain't mean it like that though. You just gave her some sauce. She ain't mean it like that
I
though.
didn't mean it like that at all. Like,
You
because
gave
I'm
us
gonna
some
pick the
sauce.
clothes up. I'm not even complaining about
Right,
picking his clothes
but
up.
no,
You know what
I'm saying,
to
but
him.
like, there's still things that you have to do as a
Respect
woman.
me, bruh. This shit been clean all day.
But I
Like,
do
you know what I'm saying?
I
How
do
do you
respect
not?
you? I worked all day for you.
You can't respect me because if you know, first of all, you got here and you watched me pick your shit up. It didn't make you
But she
feel no
hot
kind
about
of
the
way when
clothes,
you
boy.
watched
She
me. No,
she
I'm
look
just
like them clothes on the floor right now. She's like, them is
When
I'm
we
like,
get
them is some
out.
clothes
When we
down
get
there.
out.
I'm about to do that too, though.
Like that
She
shit.
about to do it when they get
Boy, I thought there was some clothes on the floor in here.
All I know is it sounded mighty
I'm just
unpeaceful.
saying, like, I'm using something that all y'all do because she said she trip over shoes, so that's what
My
made me
nigga
think
said it
about that.
sounded
You know
mighty
what I'm saying?
unpeaceful.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't want to be here.
All about these clothes.
I ain't even
Right.
finna say that, but I'm just saying, like,
My side
damn.
did fold him and put him in the hotel drawer. What's the problem?
That nigga said, what's the problem?
Yeah,
For real.
What's the real problem?
that's another story.
What's the real
Can't wait to
problem?
fold it.
She can't wait to flow. They put these in this drawer at the hotel. It ain't nothing but a Bible in my drawers in there. Be the best pussy ever, don't it?
Because y'all live there for the night. Your house is clean.
Yeah.
But the fact that y'all don't want to like acknowledge what we stand though is like kind of like a
No,
problem.
I do understand
y'all
that
don't wanna
it
be
would
better.
probably, I do understand that it would be annoying to work all day and have to come out and pick some clothes up.
I
But
agree with
if
that,
I
too.
had a good, well, not if I had a good woman, for a man, from a man's perspective who does have a good woman, there's shit that y'all do all the time that we just chalk up. You
I
would
want
never
him
know.
to tell me though. That's
But
the
it's
difference
no- but-
between
but
men
it-
and
but
women.
listen,
Like I
understand.
want to
Yeah,
know.
because
Like
I
how
hate
he
to
does.
disappoint
but
us.
listen.
You might not be
I'm-
the only person that don't.
But
I
I'm,
hate that.
but I'm gonna
You know
say
what
that
I'm
first of
saying?
all, I'm the
Like,
only person who it should fucking matter if they don't
No,
like it.
I mean like
But go ahead,
first
go
of all,
ahead,
we
finish
all
what
need to
you're
know
saying.
that we're not just in relationships. We
But
live
the
in a
reason
whole
why,
life.
but the
You know
reason
what
why
I'm
we
saying?
don't do
And
it is
so
the reason why we
should
don't do it is because it's not worth it. Even if, let's say I could discuss it with you and it goes well, it's 50-50 in our mind, right? So to keep the house peaceful and happy, it don't even matter.
But you know-
like whatever it is that got on my nerves, I love you. I ain't.
But you know, that comes to a point of the relish and relic of being a man. Like, y'all use more logic than we do.
Right.
So
It's not even worth the risk, though.
So most
Emotional-
times when you want us to be peaceful, it's emotionally charged.
Y'all will risk it all by some emotions. Y'all don't.
No, like when he said,
we won't risk
I
it,
don't
they'll
want
be
you to
like,
spaz about the cabinet.
Right.
She spazzing?
It's so much
Bitch,
shit.
she's so much shit she
Yeah,
mad
yeah,
about.
listen,
Girl,
bro.
Because
fuck
it ain't got nothing to do with that
spazzing about a
cabinet.
bro.
You better believe
That
that. It
cabinet
was
ain't
not
did
the
shit.
cabinet.
Exactly, which means you're not
Right.
peaceful.
Put the whole
But yeah,
relationship
yeah,
on the line
yeah,
by the
exactly.
No, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So that's why she's saying we would rather say something right then so it doesn't build up and become a spaz.
So now I wanna spaz on
because
you.
we are
Right.
emotional creatures. Y'all are logical
Right.
as fuck. I wish I could be as logical as a man and not feel the shit that I feel as a woman. But it don't work.
But the thing about it though, what's funny is what
I
y'all
can't be
what
submissive
we've
then.
gone far away from is that what we
just about to get
listen
in
what we've gone far away from though, right? Is that's one thing on our list. You feel me? There's so many things on y'all list that we have to fulfill and hustle and bustle for every day, and all we want is peace. So it's just like all you got to do is fuck us and close the cabinet, fuck us and move the shoes.
That's the hardest thing for them to do is give you peace.
But it's like, we gotta make sure you feel good. We gotta make sure
Right.
you feel a certain type of way. We gotta make sure you're taken care
But
of.
you know
We
why?
gotta make sure you.
But you know why? Because this gonna be where I think this is the point of it. Y'all have to do all of that because we have to live with the idea that you're never just gonna desire us.
No, we not.
No, hell, because y'all wouldn't even, because if y'all thought for a split second that
No.
we didn't just desire y'all,
We
y'all would do
can't
nothing.
go out and do the shit that y'all can do and still be your
90%
woman.
of women in relationships don't believe they're getting cheated on.
Correct.
Do you want to know the real percentage of women? I'm never.
Yeah,
I'm
different
not doing it. I'm not doing it.
No, we
Not
want to
today.
know.
No, not
We
today.
want to know.
Not today.
Baby, we want to know.
That's why we're not gonna do it. We don't want no friendly
It's a
fire.
bad time. But just know, right?
Oh,
that y'all,
Lord, I work right
y'all,
next to
My
the
dog, the
project.
2%.
yeah, y'all,
Because it's
yeah, oh, man,
98%.
Yeah.
It's 98%. He part of the 2.
That's a
You
real
got-
good
you got
friend
to
right
do
there.
it.
Yeah, it's
That's how
98%.
you- That's how
You gotta be a
do that
tomboy
shit
to
right
get
there.
But I'm gonna tell you.
He want a masculine man child.
That's left in the world.
Close us out, man. You are so crazy. Listen, man.
Hey man, you want me to kick us out, man?
Yeah, close us out. Man.
Oh man, this is the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I am Boneface. This is Adam 12 Taylor, Tania Monroe with her greedy ass, and my my little sister, Amy Reese, aka what's the rap name again?
850 MJ baby.
MJ. Yeah. Shout out to my dog Evie in the corner.
Make sure
Straight
y'all
up.
check out my movie, Cap Stars. Make sure y'all check out my series.
Yeah, run it down. Tell them all. You got a lot of shit going on.
Check
Run it
out my
down.
book. I'm about to start an online art. Yeah, I ain't lying, you boy.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool. Go ahead. Keep running it down though. Keep running it down. Tell them folks what you got going on.
Oh, my book, But Don't Push Me. Loyalty is on YouTube. It's Loyalty Series. That's how you found it. Cap Stars, also on YouTube. Online art gallery coming soon. Handcrafted mirrors, fluid art. Shit, anything art, really. Yeah, fuck with me.
And shout out to my bro, 40, her husband. That's how I know her. Funny story. My dog, like we did music together way back when I was. We had our first rap group together. How we start our rap group? Bro, 14, 15? Yeah. But I used to always tell him that his style would never work because he rap like it's real monotone, real regular, right? And I used to back in the day, I'd be like, bro, you gotta get some energy. It ain't gonna work, right? And then comes 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when if I play you music from him, like way back in the day, bro, when we was 15, 16 years old, and then I play 21 Savage, bro, he's like a clone of his voice and his style, bro. Yeah. So fucking crazy. So I was wrong, bro. You could, your shit would have worked. Now you stuck here getting yelled at for not picking up your clothes. Moral of the story is follow your dreams.
Yes, he did not get yelled at for that.
Let me type that up.
Yeah.
But if I just clean my kitchen up and he come in there and make a whole meal and I can see everything you ate, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, we finna stop this though. Anxiety with You podcast. We out.